going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war, we surrender. All sorts, important things are needed to be.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a seaport planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest.
A special pride never written before, or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Open Lines plus Space Engineers Tuesday, where you guys can watch me play Space Engineers, and we will try to make it into orbit today. Do some mining. We have found some, we have coordinates of some, rare minerals, but don't have a great way of getting there yet. So we'll try some experiments. I have a couple of different ships at our disposal. Welcome to the chat. Thomas Potts was first. Hello, Thomas. Carlo Albanese says hi and hope everyone's as well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. Praise Caroga, absolutely. And I don't know how long I can stay awake, but I left a like. Thank you so much, Carlo. Dan23 would like a live video where we discuss Stargate shows. We could do that. I mean, we could discuss it today, Dan, if you want to come up. Can discuss it on Open Lines, or we could do a Stargate one day. T-Berg, hey, T-Berg Sci-Fi Tech says, hey, welcome, T-Berg. Parachute check, life insurance check, med kits check. Okay, I'm good. Yes, T-Berg is a player in the game. Caroga Knight says, Viva Caroga, Viva Space Engineers. Thank you, Caroga Knight. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings to Bird O' Prey, Mamo Prey, Sis Prey, Nephew O' Prey, and fellow nerds. Hail Caroga, hail Mountains of Elysium. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young space engineer. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Moxley fan 21 says, hi to you all. Hello, Moxley fan. Life with Matthew says, Qapla, Bird O' Prey and all. Qapla, Life with Matthew. Good to see you. Mountains of Elysium says, and greetings to Sassy. Chaser of Cats, Eater of Cookies, Stalker of Cardinals, Defiler of Cushions, and Scourge of the Squirrels. Aroo, aroo, absolutely. Thank you. Moxley fan says, hello again, Moxley fan. Carlos is Bird of Prey, or I'm not sure if I finished the shields on that ship. No, you didn't, Carlo, but it's okay. I can finish the shields. Actually, we're going to see if I can get it into space. We're going to see if I can get it into space. Hector says, Qapla, the great Scott would say, fly safe. Thank you, Hector. Son of a bitch. Mountains of Elysium says, home in Caroga, where Sassy and the alpacas play, where often is heard an SOB from Bird, And he flips off Turdistan all day. Thank you, Mountains. Yitsa says orbital attack formation. I hope not. Pixelate Waves. Welcome, Pixelate. Positive Candor says, what are you mining for, Bird of Prey? Oh, and in case I forgot, goodbye again. We're still on the goodbye streams. Positive Candor, welcome. Hopefully platinum and or uranium. Yosef says, I feel welcome. Welcome, Yosef. Good to see you. Mount Elysium says, remember the alpaca mo. Absolutely. Captain Trek says, hello. Welcome, Captain Trek. Admiral Saval says, crash birdie body. Wow. Thanks, Admiral. And Carlo Albanese, Bird of Prey, remember 2 for large hydro engine and make sure stockpile is off and hydrogen and on the hydrogen and oxygen tanks. Okay, stockpile's got to be off. That's what I might have forgot. Mountains Elysium says, I was really pleased this week when JMS, creator of Babylon 5, responded to me on Twitter. Very cool, Mountains. That is always a great day. I remember the first time Michael Dorn responded to me. I thought I was the king of the world. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Qapla, Saul. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings to Captain Trek. And Carlos is Bird of Prey, 3 to power up the engines, 4 to power down, 5 for the smaller hydrogen thrusters. Absolutely. And Captain says, greetings. And I'm going to put in the link to the panel. So, guys, if you want to come on and talk amongst yourselves and talk to me, and if anyone wants to read the chat and things like that, that'll be helpful. As we know, space engineers takes my eyes and attention, so it'll be hard to pay attention to both the chat and the game. But I do see John in chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Greatly appreciated. And Elihu is here. Qapla Elihu, who Positive Candor. Welcome to the stream, Positive Candor.
Qapla.
Qapla. The first thing I want to show off is thanks to Thomas Potts. He was nice enough to write Caroga in lettering on the base for us. Now, technically, this is the town of Rockwood in the game, but it is part of Caroga, so we welcome it, and we thank Thomas for that unexpected gift. And future man Yosef has joined.
Greetings from the future.
Greetings. How's the future looking?
Dark and cold.
Dark and cold, just the way I like it. Speaking of dark and cold, down here is my emergency shelter. I've got my emergency cryo tube. It connects to above. I can man this chair, and I get control of the defensive weapons of the base. I can if anybody comes out, I can shoot at them. So I've got two possible guns here. So yeah, we got our bases covered. Not a hell of a lot of defense, because we are technically at peace with everyone. So it's I don't really see need.
Do you have shielding or not?
No shields around this base at the moment.
And your ship doesn't have shields either?
Well, we have a few ships, so let's take a tour of our ships.
This is so illogical. I'm just looking because I wanted to say that it's -3 degrees Celsius here, which is 3 degrees below freezing. And it says it's 26.6 Fahrenheit. That's so nonsensical.
So this was the first ship I created. It's a mining ship, but it's not very good. It's easily overloaded and hard to control. Once you actually start mining, I probably should have taken it apart, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. This, on the other hand, is a much, much better mining ship for within the atmosphere, mind you. It doesn't overload. It doesn't carry all that much, but it doesn't overload. There's plenty of thrusters. There's no worries about getting stuck. You can maneuver in just about any direction, even when full. So this is a good quality ship. The problem is it doesn't get out of the atmosphere. Neither of these ships are designed to work out of the atmosphere. So that is where Carlo Albanese came in, and Carlo came and dropped off this, which is really more of a mobile base, but it is a huge ship, and it has both hydrogen and atmospheric thrusters, and it is designed to work both in atmosphere and into space. Now, the problem is I have flown this a couple of times, and I've yet to actually make it into space. But we're hoping today we will. Now, Carlo, I went ahead and added a survival kit inside here and a cryopod because, I might want to, stay on an asteroid and save the game or something. So I did add those in. So we had them. I have.
You mean you're planning to crash into an asteroid?
I'm just saying, if it were to happen, I want to be able to deal with it. And welcome Elihu to the panel.
Qapla, Bird, I just popped in to let you know that your panel's not doing their job because 4 minutes ago you had another super chat.
Another super chat
was
from John
trying
Araki?
to say it. I was trying to say it, but
Thank
Bird
you
is
so much,
constantly
John
talking.
Araki. Another super chat from John Araki. I see it now. I thought that was the same super chat, so I missed quite a few chats.
It's the second one, and
the
John is
tail on
probably waiting for Dex to appear, but
unfortunately, it's very difficult to do.
I know. Life of Matthew asked, Bird of Prey 5, what happened to the ships I made?
The ships you made, Life of Matthew, are probably still at your base. This is a different base, Life with Matthew. This is Rockwood. You're at Caroga.
I thought you were. It was Caroga base.
This is Rockwood. See, it's a common misconception.
Oh,
Rockwood is a neighbor of Caroga. So I'm 100% sure Carlo intended this to work in space because we have a jump drive, we have a reactor, we have a bunch of stuff here. But in my first, I'll be honest, 3 attempts to get this ship out of the atmosphere, I was unable. So Carlo gave me some tips. So today might be the day we get this ship out of the atmosphere.
Yes, now all the hatches.
The problem is, though, I needed a mining ship. So I went ahead and I created this ship, which I called the Golden Scorpion. And it was intended to ride on the back of this ship. I park it right here. And I was going to get it into space and then jump to where the asteroids are and then use it to mine. Then, of course, when I couldn't get into space with the big ship, I took a chance and I managed to get into space using just this. Now, for those who haven't played the game in a long time, what's going on here? They recently, quote unquote, rebalanced hydrogen, and they made hydrogen a lot more powerful than it used to be. So you can now get into space, fairly easily if you have a hydrogen-powered ship and not run out of hydrogen super quickly. Also, they have these new mini jump drives. However, the problem is, as I see it, is that this tiny jump drive, which I thought I was going to, okay, good. So the max jump distance is 5,000 kilometers. When I first put it on, it was just a kilometer, 5 kilometers. So I was like, what the hell's the point of having a jump drive that's 5 kilometers?
Just walk.
Right. I thought it was worthless, but okay. So we've got 5 kilometers. So there we go. It looks like Cinnabon might be around playing with the sun, or Thomas just gave us some sunlight. So thank you. So
Not
what I'm
really.
going to do is unhook this ship and dock it. And by dock it, I just mean land it on this ship. And then we'll try to take the mothership into space and do some mining. So let's see. Now, the problem with this is I only have a single battery on the ship. There's no hydrogen engine or anything for my electrical needs. Now, I wasn't intending this to work with a jump drive, and I kind of worry. Well, we should have one jump because it's. Oh, wait, what the hell is that smoke coming from?
Hey, you got another super chat.
Another super chat from John Araki. Thank you, John Araki. Why is there smoke on the computer? Not. What's going on?
Is there a fire?
Something weird was going on there. I smell admin tomfoolery. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I hit 1 to turn on the engines, 2 to turn on the gyroscopes, 4 to put the batteries on auto. I don't need the ore detector or anything else. Okay, I hit 8 to disconnect from the base. And there we go.
Hey, Robert Rozier says, hello today, Bird of Prey 5. Mama Prey 5, Ben Sassy. Hope you are all doing well.
Qapla, Robert Rose. Thank you so much.
By the way, Life with Matthew is asking if he has a base.
Yeah,
I have a base.
I have a base?
Wherever you were, Life with Matthew, you're still there. I just moved. I wanted to be on a lake, so I moved to the first lake I could find.
Carlos says, oops, forgot to add the upgrades to the refinery.
Holy shit, what just happened?
He also says, don't forget to close the doors and put your helmet on when you leave the ship in space.
Something exploded there.
It looked like something exploded, right?
Yeah, what blew up, man? Did you overheat it?
I don't.
Or was it just the engines turning off and the flames just came from below the ship? I don't know.
I think that's what it was. Let's see. Let's make sure.
And hello, Cinnabon.
We're locked in. Okay, so we should be good. So I will check the chats before we make our attempt to head to space with this big ship.
Oh, Hector Fernando Peralta says,
Caroga es el paraíso de los cucarachas.
I can't read Spanish. Sorry, dude.
He says Caroga is the
paradise of cockroaches. That's it. Okay. Sorry.
I think he means Turtistan, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Actor says, hi, Mo. Admiral Saval says, Bird will crash again. T-Berg. Joseph says, T-Berg. Well, Joseph can say what he means.
La cucaracha con fuego. Sorry.
It's basically Hector said that there are cockroaches on something like cockroaches on the ship or something, and I said that you need to kill them with fire. Con fuego.
I'm
with
a little
fire.
concerned about what.
My Spanish is
what the hell was happening with that fire, but okay, we'll.
Do you have some anchors on it, or?
Well, it's locked. It's locked, so
it's locked. Okay.
It should be okay. Let's see what is our drain on our battery. See, why is this happening? I don't understand why. Every so often, like my suit just takes off.
Mountains of Elysium says no.
Thomas says, surrender now, Bird. We can beam you No beaming. No beaming me. Okay, I'm inside the ship. I think be me. Let's see. What's our battery drain? 14 hours. So we should be okay. We should have plenty of time to do what we need to do. And I can always take off that jump drive if need be.
Mountains of Elysium. No self-respecting cockroaches would let themselves be seen in Kurdistan. Next character. This video is sponsored by Panama Insurance, the sponsor of the Carogan space program. We also sell cheap iPhones.
Okay, so we have to unlock the. Okay, we've unlocked the bottom. Now we do 1 to turn on the atmospheric thrusters. Oh, I got to check that the hydrogen tanks are not in show block, hydrogen tank stockpile off. Okay, good. Stockpile is off and stockpile is off. Okay. And let's see, the large atmospheric thrusters are all on. These are off. Why are those off? They should be on. Was that the problem? Or are those supposed to be off till I turn them on? Okay. Okay, let's see. So those are on. Okay, so what the hell is going on at the base?
I don't know.
There's some smoke.
There's some type of Thomas or Cinnabon is doing something. You know what? I'm not gonna pay attention and have them. We're just gonna launch.
Carlos says 3 to turn up the hydrogen engine power.
Okay, but right now we're launching using just atmospheric engines.
And don't forget, he said to close the doors to put on your helmet if you leave the ship in space.
I have the helmet on.
But the most important question, do you wear a face mask?
Face masks like bras. Everybody knows when you don't wear one.
Okay, so now I got to turn on the hydrogen engine. Well,
and Cinnamon is claiming it's not him, so.
Right, okay, it's Thomas. So somebody.
Because
I've never seen that type of stuff happening at my base before. I don't even have a reactor at that base that would be putting out green.
Well, you're climbing slowly.
Maybe just a Hulk farted.
Okay, we're slowing down now. So now I got to turn on the hydrogen engine. So I hit 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, okay, so he said 3.
Turn up the hydrogen power. It's going.
Slowing down.
The only way is up.
Okay, we're speeding up. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. We've started speeding up. I can I don't know, should I shut down the atmospheric thrusters yet?
You're not high enough.
10,000 feet, we probably don't need them.
It's not 10,000 feet, it's 10,000 meters.
10,000 meters, whatever, Joseph.
It's over 30,000 feet, so.
Okay, we can.
40,000 feet.
We can back down on the hydrogen thrusters now. I think we're already at 0.57 gravity. Yeah, we can.
Half gravity, yeah, then cut them off. Or turn down the power, sorry.
I'm turning down the power quite a bit. Wow, how much could we turn it down?
Half.
It's not going down anymore. Why is it not going down?
Why should it? Do you want to go
up,
to space?
I was turning it up. Why would you put up instead of down? I don't know. These are Carlos's controls.
Bird of Prey 5. As you get higher, use 4 to turn down the hydrogen engines to reduce the hydrogen.
Okay. I got you, Carlo. I gotcha. I was just not used to your layout. I would put lower on the left and higher on the right, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, what's our gravity situation? 0.35 G. Let's do a quick check of our hydrogen tanks. Actually, I guess it shows on the other screen. Hydrogen tanks, nice, 96%.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool. Did I bring extra ice? I did. We got ice. Good. Good. Yeah, 97%. Awesome. Okay, so let's speed this up a little bit. Okay.
What's your altitude?
20,000 meters.
Oh,
Coming
yeah.
up on 21,000.
Yeah, you're going good, man. You're going fine.
Robert Rose says it's one ugly ship. That it doesn't matter. We're not here. We're not here to make to win beauty contests.
It's ship shaming.
It's functional.
Right. Exactly, it's functional. It's fully functional
in multiple techniques.
Yeah. So okay. So this is good. So now we should be able to jump to our uranium and mine, and then bring some back down to Earth, and we call it a successful mission.
What kind of did today? Well, they just went to the moon.
0.18 G, 0.17.
Carlos says 0.4 G.
We've got to get out of. I got to get out of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, less than a quarter gravity.
No, we got to get out of the gravity completely to use the jump drive. Okay, we have a hydrogen at our minimum amount that is more than enough to propel us against the 0.13 G. Now, the only question I have, and I think it does, is will a locked ship survive a space jump? I think it does.
If not, you can jump back and collect the debris.
Oh, I forgot to finish building the shields.
Oops.
Oh, well, we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
That's like going to the job interview without any underwear.
Okay, now we need to turn on.
You're dressed, but you're itching all the time.
5, so that we have thrusters to go in other directions. Once we get to zero gravity, or sub 0.9 G.
Carlos
0.8.
Carlos says once you get to 0.5 G, think about pressing 5 to put the other engines on to slow them down, and 2
yes.
the main hydrogen engine.
And 2 to what?
Turn off.
To turn off. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
So our bird's not trying to crash in space. How are you guys doing?
My eyes hurt.
Oh.
Why do your eyes hurt, Joseph?
Too much staring into the monitor. Yesterday I finished my work. Basically, you were streaming when I finished, and you need to count the 6 hours that I'm ahead.
I thought your eyes hurt because you accidentally saw the stream where Deej removed his shirt.
What?
There was a stream where Deej removed his shirt.
He took off his shirt yesterday.
Oh man!
You know what? But it wasn't the first time, and I'm used to gore and horror, so that's fine.
No warning whatsoever.
I'm staring too many hours into the monitors and.
Okay. Oh, we're in 0G. Okay.
I have a trick to help out, Yosef.
We've turned off those thrusters.
The screen is basically a blue light. So if you take a red square piece of paper on a wall about 15, 20 feet away from you and look at that every 10 to 15 minutes, about 30 seconds, your eye should readjust.
Eli, I have a monitor that has a built-in blue light filter.
Oh, okay, never mind. Some people don't have.
It's literally just because I'm staring at the monitor for 14 to 16 hours a day, so
gotcha.
It's simply too much. And it's not like looking on some YouTube videos or something. It's literally staring at tiny Excel data sheets and focusing, and I see literally sometimes the grid of an Excel chart sometimes when I just close my eyes.
Gotcha.
But my manager was great. He said, "You know what? The week from 24th of December until the 2nd of January, we will close the business. We will close the department here, and you will all of you will have days off." And I was like, "Okay, perfect." I have still like 9 days of my holidays from 2019 because I know that in the United States it's different, but we get here in Europe. It differs from country to country, but most of the countries in most of the countries you have per year 25 days of holidays.
Nice. Hang on a second.
Why am I still?
You made it to space. Save your location so you can jump back. Press 4 down the engines. Go to auto for the large engines.
Press what?
Press 4 to turn down the engines till they go to auto for the large engines.
Press 4 to turn down the engines.
Till they go to
auto. It says disabled.
You did save your location, right?
I have a location saved already. That's above. I know where to jump. Actually, I should. You know what? I need to save. Jump home. I don't understand why this thing won't go to 0. If I put the dampeners on, the dampeners are on. And why? How are we moving 100 meters a second already?
When you look at the rocket, all the engines are on.
Right, but they're on to slow me down. Okay, Z. So we should be slowing down.
If they are firing from the back, you are moving forward.
Yeah.
It's firing
from all sides.
Why are we moving so fast? It's like we're being pulled in some direction.
And Carlos says, turn off your screen when you bring up GPS.
Turn off my screen. Oh, I don't care. T-Burke says ground control to Major Bird. Okay, you know what? We don't need to stop. I just would feel better if we were stopped. Why?
I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Discovery could jump in warp, so you can do it.
Like, why are we? If now we've sped up to 50 meters per second, it's like there's a gravity field out there, but it says there's no planetary gravity. God damn it! Is this from artificial gravity?
T-Bird says your bottom thrusters are on overdrive. Your small thrusters are on overdrive.
So have any thrusters on overdrive? Thruster.
Carlos says, now just be careful of asteroids. Bird of Prey does not crash into asteroids. Asteroids crash into him.
Hydrogen.
That's what Mounds of Elysium says.
Thrusters. Okay.
He has always crashed into them, or if it's considered a landing, if you carry any ID or any DNA.
Okay. Thrust override is disabled. That must have been it. Now we've stopped. I don't understand why any would have been on overdrive, but thank you for the suggestion. We have come to a complete stop.
And Live Matthew says you fell back into a gravity well. Look at your gyroscope.
No, I didn't fall into a gravity well. Gravity is 0. But thank you. No, it was overdrive was the problem.
And T-Berg is asking if you cleared your exhaust ports before taking off.
There's no such thing. Okay.
I don't know.
So we got to jump now. We got to jump.
And you saved your location, right?
Yeah, I could save. I already saved one location. Yeah. Okay, so.
They want you to get stuck. Giant slug in the exhaust. It's a huge trilobite.
A lower decks reference. Okay, jump drive. Let's jump to 1,900 kilometers. Okay, good. We don't have to jump far. Bird uranium. Select.
T-Berg Sci-Fi says, the space slugs hide in asteroids and try to eat the ships. Didn't you watch Star Wars? Dan 23 says, there was one Star Trek video game I played when I was younger that had planetary gravity, and you had to make sure you had to stay away from it. What was the game called?
Star Trek?
Star Trek video game. There's several. There's several of them. Like, do you remember the name of the game exactly when you were a kid?
I forgot how to jump.
You bend your knees.
No. Come on, damn it. Isn't there just a jump option on this? To just hit jump?
It's a jump to the left and a step to the right. You put your hands on your hips and you put your knees in tight.
I thought there was just something that the press here says jump. How do I jump?
Chris Ross will make you jump.
Turn off the gravity field. Yeah, no, it wasn't that, but thank you. It was what I was about to do.
Carlos says Bird of Prey in the taskbar, whatever it means.
Oh, in the taskbar, right? The stupid taskbar. I gotta add it. Okay. G.
Probably the second taskbar.
Yeah, it's not there, but I'll add it. Jump. Okay. Yes. Okay. And there we go.
Here goes nothing.
They could mod it like Discovery and we just like turn
spin,
on ourselves. Spin. Okay.
Watch out for asteroids.
Now where's that sweet, sweet uranium? Son of a bitch. Okay, wait. Is this ship not moving? Question mark.
Wait.
Yes, ship is okay. Ship is steady. So let's go ahead and do this. Let us turn off the thrusters. Good. Or should we leave the thrusters on? Let's leave the thrusters on. Okay. Bird uranium. Okay, there we go.
Good one, 47 Yorktown. It's been a long road getting from there to here.
Carlo is asking, did you do a full jump?
I don't know what a full jump is. It looked like a full jump. We're a kilometer away from where we need to be, which is fine.
Good. You didn't land inside of an asteroid or right in front of an asteroid.
You should park it and take your small ship for mining.
I intend to.
You're a kilometer away. That should be far enough, right?
I would like to maybe park it on an asteroid or something.
Jesus. Don't scratch the paint.
I'll try not to.
To quote Matthew McConaughey, "Hey, wash the leather, man."
Okay.
Slowly, boys. Riding with my 86-year-old mother while she drives is much more exciting than this.
Carlos said, "Remember where you parked, Bird Part 5. You don't want to lose it like Red Dwarf."
Okay,
but it was the night stealing it. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna park right next to that.
Everybody remember where we park.
Oh, come on, that's Star Trek 4.
Exactly.
Well, actually, we'll probably just leave it right here. We'll leave it right here in space. And we'll leave the thrusters on. Okay. Good. So we've stopped. All is good. Wait, we haven't quite stopped. There we go.
Oh, stop.
0.01 meters a second. Now we've stopped.
Inertia.
Okay. Okay, we've got.
Don't forget to close the doors and your helmet.
I know. Helmet is on. We got oxygen. Good. Okay.
Don't get squeezed by the door. No, you're laughing, but it happens.
No, it does. It does happen.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah, it literally happened to Bert. He was crashed by his own ship.
Okay. Now thinking now that this worked, I should be able to take this jump drive off of here.
Carlos said, "I should have painted it red so I could say it's time for the red Caroga." And that's yes.
Why are you
take this off too?
Why are you cutting your ship?
Because I don't need those pieces.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Unlock.
And Carlos says save GPS.
I don't need to save the GPS. I know I can find it. Okay. Okay.
I can find it.
GPS.
Turn off the screen while you are saving the GPS.
I can't do that. It's not going to be that. Just don't look. Shit. Okay. There we go. Okay. Put the ore detector on. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? I don't know.
What do you have some questions on?
The ore detector on. What did you say?
Look like thrusters are on the main ship.
Touches?
Thrusters.
Thrusters are on the main ship. They're just to hold it in place.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
That's iron.
It's iron. There's got to be some uranium over here somewhere. There we go.
Straight ahead. Hey, look at that, 12 o'clock.
What's the name of the ship?
The Golden Scorpion.
Should be called Orphan, since you are mining uranium.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, okay, Orphan.
Trying to be the first.
Call him Oliver.
Be mined.
And the bee's nest is here in the chat.
Welcome, bee's nest.
What's up?
Oh, there's some sweet, sweet uranium.
30 meters away.
It's like 90 feet.
Yeah.
I like that the game is symmetric. I feel like home.
Easier for
Wish
you.
there was a way to change it to feet.
Is there a way?
I don't know. Yeah. We're getting into that uranium.
Yep, 6 meters. It's down.
What?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. Go straight ahead. Straight forward.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm already eating the uranium or whatever.
Oh,
it's in the uranium. That's the center of the uranium.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm like, yeah. I thought you was I thought it was going off. I'm like, wait, that's 5, that's 4, that's 3.
No. I mean, it's. I do see that. Yes, it says technically it's 4 meters in, but
I think
this whole area is uranium.
I don't see the word uranium anymore. I think you got it all.
No, it's just gold on gold. It's there.
Ah.
In hindsight, I guess gold was a bad color for a mining ship. What happened? Oh, I locked down. There, you see it now.
It reminds me somehow of a dentist. Bird is doing a root canal.
Just think of Steve Martin. I want to be a dentist.
Yes, we got uranium. Okay, just wanted to make sure we were actually getting uranium.
Oh, I wish there was more in the city.
Hope there's more uranium than this on this asteroid.
Dan23 said the game I mentioned earlier was Star Trek Shattered Universe. When we're flying around, it will sometimes come up with this green square cone graphic to indicate gravity. Oh, okay.
And this just has a little number on the bottom center part of the screen that just has a P gravity and A gravity, P for planetary and A for artificial.
And Hector says, this reminds me I need to shave.
Yeah, I need to shave
tomorrow.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. I'll shave tomorrow anyway. Hell.
Yeah, I gotta shave before DS9 Wednesday.
Yeah,
I have a barber appointment tomorrow. Yay, finally.
Barbers are my enemy.
14 Barber's your enemy?
No.
Wait, what the hell is this?
Barbers are my enemy.
We have.
You have visitors.
We have a visitor.
Who is that?
It looks like a
pink
looks
ship.
like a shuttle playing disco music. It's the Alpacan.
It's a disco rocking ship. Nice.
This is a very fancy shuttle.
Yeah, it is a disco. Who's
in there?
Who is in there?
Knock, knock.
It's locked.
With a grinder.
I'm not going to grind them. For all we know, they have weapons on board. I guess I should say hello in the game.
Yeah. At least be nice, right?
It's T-Berg.
Oh. Who's T-Berg? Hey,
T-Berg's in the chat.
You got a super chat, by the way.
From Carlo.
Chat. Carlo Albanese, congratulations on soon-to-be successful mission. Thank you, Carlo. Though we should never...
Remains to be seen.
We're only successful if we actually get back. to
license and registration, Bird.
T-Berg's space cops.
License registration, Bird. That's what T-Berg's.
Caroga does not recognize your authority in Carogan space. Illegal uranium mining, he's saying.
Yeah, I agree, Carlos. Oh no, it's the cops! Run! You've got to ask for his permit to mine.
This is Carogan space.
Got a
Here's your
license
permit.
to mine.
Wait, did you grant him a flight permit to your space?
You're right. I should demand we should seize his vessel.
Yeah, grind his ship. He didn't get a permit.
No,
you're lucky the phaser shifts. He says, "You're lucky the phaser strips are incomplete, and the photon torpedoes are empty."
Yeah. What was it? Tuesday?
It's a pirate, Bird. Come on, pirate him.
Oh, we still got plenty of room. What was that?
It's a free ship.
Yeah.
And Carlo is right. Everyway, it's successful for us, the viewers. Yeah.
Actor says any ship that looks like that has to be T-Birds. Playing disco music, huh?
No, we should then talk like this because Michael Burnham talks like this.
Why does she whisper all the time now?
I don't know. ASMR. It's so annoying.
I think it is. I think that's what they're going for.
Because her microphone is so far away, they don't want to get close to her.
No, you know what? It's
They've got to turn up her boom mic.
Because she wants to be persistent by whispering everything, but she sounds like constipated. You know, that's the problem. No. Really, I like Discovery, but this last episode, it literally pissed me off on so many levels. It was such a good premise and everything, and I liked many of those things that were happening in that episode. But the constant acknowledgement of her greatness, and they did it, and sometimes they do it once, twice during an episode, but now it was like twice within one scene and 4 in total.
Are you full, Bird of Prey?
No, we're not full, surprisingly. We still got room, but we're going to stop here and go back because I do want to test it with my other bigger ship. Honestly, I wasn't really expecting this to be a successful mission.
Hey, you just scraped the paint. Drill T-Berg's disco ship. Come on, it's disco.
Hey, T-Berg. No, we're not going to attack T-Berg. Where's my ship? What happened to Carl? There it is.
Where you parked?
There it is. Yeah, there's where we parked.
You forgot where you parked.
Okay, so we're gonna.
It would be so hilarious if somebody destroyed it in the meantime while Bird was mining.
No, it wouldn't be hilarious.
Howdy,
Sassy, why are you barking?
Howdy, Marcus Gallagher. And T-Berg says he's going to clog his exhaust ports. Hector says the tech in that ship is years ahead than the Caroga's golden chorizo. It's not a chorizo, it's a scorpion.
Okay.
It's a chorizo, it's a very stale one. Kind of gift from Taco Bell.
Oh, T-Berg is lighting for my landing. Thank you, T-Berg. There we go.
You didn't crash.
We didn't lock down though yet either. What happened?
You gonna hitch a ride, T-Berg?
Uh-oh. What's wrong with our landing gear?
I think you
There's no landing gear.
Yeah, you damaged it when you were leaving the asteroid.
When you scraped the asteroid, I said you scraped the paint.
Yeah, you scraped the paint, and not necessarily the paint, but the landing gear.
Ah, son of a bitch. We need that landing gear to lock on. Wait, is this the top of the ship or the bottom? Okay, this is the top.
So many bad jokes.
Son of a bitch. Do I have enough
You scratched the paint.
supplies to rebuild the landing gear? I hope so.
T-Berg's giving you some lights you can see.
And Carlos says there is enough ore in the ship to build another.
Yeah, I made sure to fill the ship before we left if I needed it. I just wasn't sure if I had it specifically on me. Okay, so now
T-Berg have her ship.
No.
T-Berg says, "Get in, bird. I have candy."
G. Landing gear. Switch lock. Okay.
Somebody's flying around that shuttle.
Yeah, T-Berg is repairing some stuff, which was very nice of him.
Oh, he's helping you. Oh.
Yeah.
He says he has candies. He must get in his ship.
We don't need multiple. Thank you. We don't.
Go for a joyride.
Okay,
hey.
There we go. We are locked in. We'd shut off the ore detector.
He said,
Thank you, T-Berg.
Second landing gear.
I should. We added an additional landing gear. I'll send an official thank you. Hail. Okay.
Hail, Caroga. It's good to be the king, huh?
Okay. Now the real mission. Wait, did I leave a door open?
You closed them both behind you.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Close the door.
What's going on? Whoa, 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 whoa.
You just fell.
How am I falling?
Yeah, you're in space. How are you falling, man?
Where? Okay.
How'd you fall in space, dude?
I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. For some reason, my suit just starts sending me in random directions sometimes.
Where's the door?
Where is the door?
That's the bottom of the ship. Okay, now you're right side up. There it is.
Okay.
Now close the door.
Okay. Close the door first.
Yes. Okay.
Now I'm going to
repressurize.
To go down. And I'm going to shut off. Okay. To shut off. Back. Okay. Okay. You know what I should do?
Artificial gravity unit. There goes Bird.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna.
T-Bird wants to back to base Bird.
We're gonna risk it. Okay, so we're gonna jump.
T-Bird wants.
What does T-Bird want?
He wants to race you back to back to base.
Well, I'm just jumping to base, so we're going to jump home. Okay. See ya, T-Bird.
Yeah, don't be facing an asteroid.
Distance to destination.
5 million meters.
Minimum jump distance. What? Oh, did I chose ship? What did I choose? Okay. Jump home. Jump home. Why won't it? Warning, distance to destination 300. No, that's not the distance to destination. Jump home is 95 kilometers. God damn it.
That's like driving distance.
Color says select.
Select? Oh. Yeah, okay. Jump drive.
The select button.
Select. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Yes.
Hey. Does T-Bird already beat you back?
Probably. Okay, now the fun's going to start because we're going to have to enter the atmosphere. Okay, let's line this up. So we line up perfectly with Rockwood. Okay. Thrusters.
T-Bird says he's already docked.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan 23 says don't burn up on re-entry.
Oh, that's the good thing about this game is you can't burn up on re-entry.
T-Bird says, there's a transporter in the shuttle. I can beam down to the planet.
Well, you're welcome to beam down once I get down there if you want. Okay. So now we just wait until gravity picks up, and it'll give me a chance to read some comments.
I'll read the last one for you. Carlos said, Atom engine should be enough to stop you. There you go. Okay.
Even fully loaded, but be on standby with the large hydrogen engines. Thank you, Carlo. Yeah.
I just want to make sure you got that one before you started reading.
I appreciate it. Yes, that's an important one. Okay, so let's go up a bit and see what's going on. The cops. Yitza lulled. Actress is so gaudy is T-Bird for sure. T-Bird says, yeah, license and registration. Any actress is any ship. It looks like that has to be T-Bird. The actor has played with T-Bird before. Carlo says ever way it's successful. It's successful for the viewers. And he's going to sleep. Can't stay awake much longer. Have a good night, Carlo. Praise Caroga. Absolutely. And thank you, Carlo, for this great ship. Now that I know how to use it.
Carlos also says there's a mod for re-entry friction, but it is a killer for the server.
Yeah, we don't want that mod. Actor says the tech in that ship is years ahead of Caroga's golden Chorizo. Yes, and in T-Berg shuttle, yeah, he does play on a different level. I freely admit that. Howdy, bird people, says Marcus Gallagher, Qapla. Yeah, no, we're not going to clog exhaust points. Use the connector, says Carlo. I don't think I'll use the connector. Oh, I could have. Oh, yes, I could have brought this mining shuttle up to the connector. Oh, yeah. Why am I landing it on top? I should be locking it to the connector. That makes so much more sense. I wondered if I could do it while we re-enter the atmosphere. Gravity's only 0.1. Huh.
You still have for the film.
That'd be exceptionally difficult. I think we better T-Berg just get in. I have candy. I don't go with strangers, T-Berg.
Especially strangers with candy.
Dee says, bird of prey, great at flying and landing, could be worse. Great flying and landing could have been worse. Well, we didn't land yet. We didn't land. Carlos says, there's enough ore in the ship. Yeah. T-Berg says, I just have, thank you for the second landing gear. Carlos says it's the artificial gravity unit. Could be. I probably will take out the gravity units. I don't particularly care for artificial gravity. I mean, your magnetic boots, that seems like it's enough. Dee says, bird of prey, there goes bird. Yeah. Dan says, what's annoying is people who keep asking how bombs fell from the bomber at the beginning of Star Wars. Okay. Carlos says he's almost upside down. Captain Track, welcome, Captain Track. And let me put in the link for the panel again, as I'm going to need to put my attention to re-entry shortly. Fact.
And Blue says StreamYard.com/7PNG3.
I probably should level myself out for this.
Yeah, he says you're going in upside down.
Well, now we're not.
Turn on Adam's engines.
Not yet. We're at 17,000 feet. We're barely at 0.3 gravity. What I can do is switch to this. I could probably turn off the hydrogen engines completely. No reason to waste hydrogen, even though we're at 100%.
What's your fuel? Still at 92?
We're at 100% hydrogen.
Oh, okay.
We appear to be level. That's about perfectly level.
Can't see the chat in blocking it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Actress is the number on MBird that's meters, not feet. Okay. Meters, whatever.
Is there a way to change it from the metric system to American?
T-Berg says he just pooped his suit. And Thomas is asking if T-Berg planted the bombs.
Oh no! Someone peed in my pants!
Okay, we're at 9,000 meters. I think about 5,000 or 6,000. We'll turn on the atmospheric thrusters. We'll see if it stops us.
6,000 meters. It's 6 kilometers. 24,000 feet. Is it enough?
7,000 meters. Okay, well, you know what? We're in the. Let's turn on the atmospheric thrusters. And see if it slows us down at all. It's not. It's not barely for slowing us down. But oh Jesus Christ, we're at 4,000. Okay, we've managed to slow to half our. Okay, it's slowing us down quite a bit now. Okay, we're going to take them off for a little bit, so we fall again. This was an incredible spot, like right over Rockwood. I'm impressed. I am impressed with how close to Rockwood we. What the hell's that big circle down there?
Hey, do you guys remember how Gavin Newsom was caught attending that dinner?
Yes, he was caught attending a dinner.
Yeah, well, it turns out the very next night, San Francisco Mayor London Breed joined a socialized dinner, and then she banned indoor dining 3 days later.
I heard she was found banning dinner right after telling people that she banned indoor dining. She went to a dinner in Santa Monica.
No, I didn't read that.
Is that the same dinner?
Nope.
What are you talking about?
Then she banned indoor dining 3 days later.
Mayor of San Francisco going out to dinner, though banning it for everyone else.
Oh, everybody. So all restaurants were closed, and she went out for dinner.
Something like that.
No. Where's it? Here.
Yeah.
So what'd you eat?
Nothing. I thought you were gonna bring me something.
California.
Oh, okay.
California was basically on the indoor banning thing, right?
To go feed the horses.
Okay.
That doesn't take too long.
Something very fishy is going on at the base.
Basically, you want me to go to Burger King on the way back?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Positive Candor,
Because
you
we're
know we can
almost
hear
to the
you.
Winn-Dixie parking lot because she's going to park there.
Positive Candor. There, thank you. It's basically London Breed had a dinner there that night at the same place because California was on a ban. You can't do that in that county. She went there, had an indoor dinner. Then 3 days later, she banned indoor dining in San Francisco itself. So basically, the exact same thing Gavin Newsom did.
What the hell is going on?
So it wasn't,
here?
but it wasn't forbidden. It wasn't forbidden when she did it.
It was not forbidden in San Francisco. It was forbidden in the city she had dinner in. The same Gavin Newsom had dinner in.
Welcome, Yitzhak.
Hello.
There seems to be a large ship. Thomas Potts.
He's trying to take over your base.
Thomas, I need to remind you that officially we are allies. I don't know what was he shooting at.
It's slow moving with atom thrusters, but
there's fire right now.
Small hydrogen encased the speed.
What is burning? Did he shoot my power? God damn it.
47 Yorktown says, "Oh no!" Hector says, "If it's fishy, at least it seems it would be pretty refrigerated fish."
By the way, Thomas, if you are listening, this is spoilers. Extreme spoilers. Now we know who caused the burn. It was you.
I thought it was me drinking milk. Where are you? Oh, you're at the base. Okay.
Okay.
Like water for a second. Touchdown, come on.
What happened to our... What happened?
The landing gear, where is it?
Where did the landing gear go?
Did T-Bird take the landing gear and and put it on your scorpion.
Did our landing gear sink into the ice? Yes. That's not good.
Oh,
God damn it. Can we take off?
Is it a U-boat as well, or
I
no?
don't know. I don't know what's going on here. No, we can't take off. We're stuck in the ground.
Bunnyopoulos. Cinnabon? Is that Cinnabon?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell was the fireworks going on. Was something on fire up here?
Maybe they melted the ice so you can land and it solidified real fast.
Can you play with your avatar because it's showing just a white square?
Not on me.
What do you mean?
Your avatar is
on YouTube. It's showing just as white.
Oh,
if you take your avatar away and put it back,
I don't see that.
It'll come back. You have to be looking at it on YouTube, not on StreamYard.
I am looking at YouTube.
I'm looking at StreamYard and it's okay. Now you are okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yes, we are allies.
Glitch
with the bunnies.
Carlos says glitch.
It's a glitch. That's one goddamn son of a bitch glitch. Okay, we'll fix it. But let's get that sweet uranium into our processors.
Yeah, let's get it to work.
Okay. Where are we going?
Crazy?
5 minutami. Ako? Asi, nestihol som. Did you just hear me talk in Slovak?
Yes. I did.
Sorry.
I assumed it was Slavic.
And we understood everything.
Why did you think we could not hear you? Come on.
Because I thought I was muted. I thought I was muted. Okay, I was.
Oh, we heard everything.
It was, you know what? If you replayed, it was literally a dialogue.
Yeah, we know
between
about
my wife and myself talking if the dogs were out.
Yeah, dogs out. We know what you did to that car.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
By the way, I heard a good joke. Can I tell a good joke?
Yeah, of course. Can you tell a good joke? I don't know. Can you?
Can you?
I was kicked out of a nightclub recently. They were having an 80s party, so all the 80s songs were playing, you know, like, and everybody was obviously dancing. So when they were playing Thriller, everybody was dancing like the Thriller dance, and so then they played Van Halen Jump. Everybody was jumping, and then they played Come On Eileen, and they threw me out.
That's a bad joke.
It's a funny joke.
I was going to say, and everybody started surrounding my girlfriend.
It's a funny joke.
The punchline would have been better when they said they played "Come On Eileen" and everybody surrounded my girlfriend. That would have been a punchline, man.
Yeah. Okay, it was a bad joke.
I'm a comedian, dude. Carlos says, mission accomplished, a Carogan victory.
Is that 3 laser barrels pointed directly at me?
Yeah, 4 laser barrels.
There are 3 laser barrels.
I only have a gun.
Ace,
You think if I shoot some warning shots, we can scare him off? He put on his shields.
Ace, Mr. Breeze says, Hail Bird.
He put on his shields. I don't have any shields. I'm not going to attack. I just came so I could see your ship better. He's got 8 torpedo tubes. Oh, there they are. I just needed wanted to see your nice looking ship. That's the only reason I came to the gun. We're allies. I have no reason to shoot. Okay, let's check on.
Tell him I kindly ask you to leave.
I don't. He can watch if he wants. That's what he likes to do. Okay, we got some uranium. Good. Some uranium and some stone. Well,
isn't it borderline harassment and stalking?
No, it's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy to let him watch.
How could they find you so quickly, both of them?
Well, I did show my coordinates technically.
But, remember what they did to the Millennium Falcon?
Wait a second. What the hell is this? Transporter pad? When do I have a transporter pad?
T-Bird did mention a transporter.
That's right. He added a transporter. Somebody added a transporter.
T-Bird mentioned.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put everything of value except the gun.
Carlos said we need multiple impulse ships next with hookers and blackjack. Do they know where my base is?
Thomas said I beamed to the location and I found it. That's how I found it. Okay.
Oh, no, I got the munchies. Oh.
Let's put this stuff in the cargo container.
By the way, is Deep Space Nine Wednesday?
Yes.
Tomorrow, 1:00 p.m.
No.
Tomorrow.
Right?
No, it's right now.
No, it's not right now.
It's Tuesday, not Wednesday.
It's 3 minutes past
Wednesday.
midnight.
It's 4 to 5 p.m. Depending on what time I.
It's a pick me up here.
I decide to start.
You're totally right.
It's 3 minutes past midnight. The only thing that I dislike about your streams on Wednesday is that they are too short.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one's not going to be particularly long either.
Is the person who is aiming his guns at you a friend or a random person?
They're friends.
Okay.
Why are they shooting at me?
T-Bird wants to know, Bert, are all your guns working?
I don't know.
Carlos said
they seem to be working. Oh.
It's not shooting, you're just no, because you're hitting the force field. That's why you're losing your life. Yeah.
What is he shooting at? He's shooting at the mountain. No, look at this. He's shooting at this. Stop attacking it.
Who?
I don't know. Thomas, I guess.
Probably.
He's using some sort of invisible weapon.
Why isn't everything shielded on your base?
Robert, I think that's him.
Okay, Thomas. You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to you. See if you can shoot me. If you can catch me. Temporarily, just if you can. I don't think you can even. I don't even think you can. I'll be moving too quick for you to get a lock.
Thomas says, "Look at my guns, not facing it."
That's the whole point. I'm not going to go right in front of your gun that's facing me. You're going to have to work if you want to shoot me.
Did you do you carry stuff with you, like, because when you die you're going to lose
I got
it.
nothing with me except the gun and some hydrogen. Oh shit, I hit the ice.
Don't slip.
What are
the
you
hell
eating?
is going on over there?
You understand that you're not going to hurt him at all with those shields.
I understand. I thought he wanted to shoot something. Okay. I guess I was wrong. Fine. No.
T-Berg says, "Hey, what's up on that hill here? There's something on top of that hill." Carla says, "Well, you lost points, Better Prey 5. You'll soon be at war with his weapons. Will automatically attack the base."
No, I'm not going to shoot him that much. So, we're still allies.
Dear animals, this is not an open door policy.
T-Bird, what's up on the hill? There's something on top of that hill. Captain Track is in. Welcome. Captain Track, welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
Hello. Captain Track.
What's up?
Yeah, now I understand Bird saying at the start we are at peace technically. That's true.
Technically.
That's true. And
Hail on Caroga.
No hail on Caroga. What's this?
Snow on Caroga. I hate hail. With little ice chunks. Let's make some snow cling-ons.
Right.
I hate snow as well.
I love snow.
Wait, what was that?
Huh?
There was just a beam hitting over here.
Mm. There it is. The ship on the right. Up and right.
I know. What's he shooting at my ice? This is Carogan ice. Get your own ice. Okay. Okay. You know what? I didn't want to do this.
You figure he can do it since you're not defending yourself. Carlos says, "Okay, definitely going to sleep now. Great mission, Better Prey 5. Have a great day and night, everyone."
Take care, Carlo.
G.D. Meyer says, "Bird, come up on fire. Just a little hail Caroga." Bird thought we should war. Fire, fire, fire. Bird, please.
The ship is hard to control.
Do you have shields?
No, we don't have shields. Who needs shields?
Okay, Worf.
Wait, what the fuck is that? Bun antenna. Bun beacon, 16 meters.
Bun beacon?
Ramming speed. Oh shit.
Shield.
Ah.
Did you get ejected from the ship?
Yeah, the cockpit is just gone.
Oh man.
It's just stopped. It's floating in space.
Oh, there's
Oh,
some
well.
firing going on.
Ah, shit.
I'm trying to shoot you now.
Why do I have the feeling that you're not going to survive this?
That was the ship I had nothing, I didn't care about. So I tried to ram it into Thomas. And it's now stuck in his shield. Look at that ship. It's unpenetrable.
I tried to ram it into Thomas. It's unpenetrable. Oh, Jesus.
That's one tough condom.
Yeah. You can try to shoot at Thomas. It's not going to do anything. What is he doing? What's that like?
I'm not even sure he can shoot it right now because it's sitting too close to his shield. Or can he?
He's aiming at me.
Yes.
I don't think you can shoot behind him.
Well, he's not just trying to shoot you, he's trying to disintegrate you.
I don't think I have unlimited hydrogen in this.
You're gonna try to blow up that ship.
Well, if he won't shoot at it, I will.
Blow up that damn ship, Jean-Luc.
Blow up the goddamn ship. Wait. I'm out of ammunition.
Oh. You have any grenades you can plant on there?
No. I wonder if I can just walk on this.
Yeah, until you fall down.
Well, I've got no.
Oh,
well. And I'm dead.
And there you go.
He killed me. Let it be known that the bunnies shed first blood. Where's the body?
It must be disintegrated.
Wait, where did they get a second ship? That's Cinnabon's ship. Where's the body? You told me to shoot. I did. I know I did. I don't blame you, Thomas. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just curious where my body is.
I don't know if a laser beam of that power and hits you. There's not much left.
I know.
Bird says, this is what happens when you don't clear your exhaust pipes, Bird.
Okay, body location. It's there. I just
Didi Myers, Caroga military is now upset with Bird and they want a new ruler.
It's not cool. It's not that cool.
Where's the body?
Question is, how many inches should the ruler have?
11.5, like all rulers. What the hell? Wait.
What'd you find?
There's nothing in here. What? Press K, I to open inventory. Why is there nothing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
Run! Fly away, bird, fly!
shit. I get stuck under the ice. I think I think we're gonna call it a stream.
Are you hungry?
I am hungry. Yes. Could you tell? T-Bergs is glad I'm just watching the game. Glad I'm just watching the game. ... Controlling it. And T-Bergs' bunny ships have big asses. And Thomas is son of a bitch. Let's go wave at them. Are they still here? They are.
Avoided it.
And T-Berg says, use the transporter bird.
I don't have anywhere to transport.
And T-Berg says, seriously, bird, fly up to the top of your hill behind your base.
Oh, look at that. Rockwood. Oh, very cool.
Like Hollywood, but it's Rockwood.
Why do you need power, though, for these rocks? Do they light up at night?
I was going to ask that.
That's very cool. You're just giving Thomas a target, though.
T-Bear says they light up at night.
Sweet. Sweet. Okay, let's see what comments we got in the game. I tuned. Oh, Thomas says he turned too close to the ice. I'm sorry to hear that, Thomas. Okay, what's going on here? DD says Caroga military is now at step with Bert. No, they don't want a new ruler. Fake stuff. T-Berg says, I'm glad I'm sitting back watching the game. Right, I read that in the game. DD says, Thomas fed your body to the birds. Fly up to the top of your base. Okay, very cool. Thank you so much, T-Berg. Thank you. So do you guys want to talk for a bit, or you should just end the stream?
I came up here because I was bored.
I mean, you could talk about anything. It is open lines.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I mean, I know I had space engineers as the main thing, but well, it was open lines and space engineers. It doesn't have to be.
I haven't hopped up here when you're playing a game in a while, so I'm like, hey, birds up. Cool.
I'm not ready to go to sleep yet, so.
Oh, okay. I mean, Dan, you wanted to talk about Stargate. We could talk about Stargate if people want. I mean, I know there's been talk of their so-called 5 chevrons in to a new series, but I don't think that really means anything. Bird didn't crash once, unsubscribing. I did get killed, though. I did get killed.
Technically, he did crash because he couldn't get out of the ice.
That is true, and I did fall out of space.
Yes, you fell in space. I don't know how, but that was funny.
Robert Rose, there can be only one until the next messed up movie.
Messed up
Next.
move.
What?
Yeah, movie. Movie. You're right.
Yeah, movie. Right. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So is that Stargate?
No,
Is that what he means?
there can be only one until the next messed up movie. There can be only one. Sounds to me rather like Highlander.
Yeah. No, they need basically if they're going to do a TV show, Netflix would more likely to be the best platform rather than Hulu. Because Netflix, they're going to basically, you have to subscribe to a certain time limit on certain shows, certain genres, certain formats. Hulu, 51-minute show, 71-minute show, okay. Because if it's like The Mandalorian, where you get a 52-minute episode, the next week you get a 28-minute episode, people are going to be pissed.
I thought Mandalorian episodes were half hour.
No, they are now way longer.
Yeah.
Way longer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the first season, the episodes were really something like 30 plus minus 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes and 52 minutes.
But now they are like 50 minutes.
Yeah, they're not
like
all of them.
Full-fledged episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not concise. But if you had Netflix, they're regulated to that. So people have consistency. They want to see like a 52 or 40, 45-minute episode every single week. And Netflix doesn't basically do the bomb drops all the time.
Not really.
No. I mean, if it's like a Disney show like the Umbrella, not Umbrella,
Yeah, with Umbrella Academy, they dropped the full season. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right.
That was awesome. I mean, I imagine they loved Umbrella Academy. If they had did it once a week, it'd been going on for a long time.
I know. That's why they don't do it all the time. It's like, okay, you got a hype up show. Here's the first 2 or 3 episodes as a teaser. Then it's once a week. That's how Netflix should do it.
With some shows, they are doing it like 1 episode per week. Sometimes they do it like this. Sometimes they drop the whole show. But I think, especially for franchises like Star Wars or Star Trek or Stargate, where the communities are basically dissecting every single episode, every single detail. I think for the YouTubers, it's a blessing that it's once a week, not that the show is basically dropped at once.
I know. Otherwise, I would be now on YouTube and like, damn, everybody's talking about this episode. I haven't seen it yet. Come on Monday, episode 2. You got to talk about episode 7 already. Who am I going to have to not watch or ignore for a week or something?
Then says I saw the Stargate. Sorry.
I was saying, I don't think the blessing is just for YouTubers. I think it's for everybody. I think you enjoy it more. You don't think you enjoy it more, but you do. Having to wait.
You're right, because it's literally when I'm watching a show, it's like when I'm binge watching something, it's like some episodes I watch, some episodes I listen to, and then I lose context, and yeah. So one episode a week is basically like a nice commitment, and you know that you will sit in front of the monitor or TV and watch it. Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to do a new Stargate show, they've already had the base. They already had Universe. They already had Off-World Atlantis. They already had an off-world show called Atlantis. What's next? Chulak is destroyed.
And then says, I saw the Stargate SG-1 episode 100 Days on TV, where O'Neill is stuck on another planet, and at the end, when he leaves, the lady touches her stomach to imply that she might be pregnant. Yeah, that was implied, but they never came back to that plot again.
Open storyline.
So it's one of those open storylines. And Robert says, in my headcanon, only the first Highlander movie and the TV series exist. The TV series was actually good. I liked the TV series, and the first movie. The second one was an abomination. That was just a horrible movie, unwatchable. And I think there was as well something like Highlander 3, if I remember correctly. But I'm not even sure that I ever saw that one. And what I even liked was the spin-off from that Highlander TV series. It was, what was it? The Raven. Was it called, or something like this?
Yeah,
I liked even that one with the blonde lady.
Yeah, I did one.
There were a couple Highlander TV show movies as well, with the last one, I think, merging Connor McLeod and Duncan McLeod in the
They were in
final
that.
battle.
Yeah, they were also in the pilot too.
Yeah, Connor was in the pilot of the TV show. Yeah, that's true.
Possible,
yeah.
Cinnabon Bunny says Stargate Burnham.
Yeah, this Star. Oh Jesus. We already had that one. It was the last. What was it called? Stargate. What was it? I even forgot.
Universe.
Stargate Universe.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
No, not Universe, not Universe. The short the Origins. Stargate Origins. That was just a disaster. That was just a disaster.
I didn't bother watching it because I heard so many bad reviews. I'm like, okay. I tried to get into it. I'm like, I really can't.
Eli, I can tell you so much. If it was a fan movie, I would say it's a well done fan movie, you know. But as a serious production from MGM or whoever made it, as a launch for their platform, it was just a pure disaster. And the thing is, they even started the Stargate Network website where they basically promoted Stargate Origin as a TV show, but it had to but it was doomed to fail from the get-go, because you have Stargate as well. Mitzi, sorry. You have Stargate as well on, I think, on Hulu or somewhere. So and you have and you don't need to pay basically like 2 services or something just to watch all the Stargate. But I definitely would welcome a future series, because the movies, they are gone. There won't be any other movies.
You named your cat Yitzi?
Mitzi.
Okay.
M. Mitzi. Not Itzy.
Not Ryan Johnson says hashtag New Essex greater than Caroga.
And whoever saw that Stargate cartoon show, there was a cartoon show. I even don't know that there was one.
Yeah, there was.
Not Ryan Johnson is on thin ice.
I had to read that for you, Bird.
I see it. Thank you. I'm wondering if they do another Stargate series, if it would possibly be after Disclosure on Earth.
Oh yeah.
What would that look like?
In San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, but they were cloaked.
Yeah, but how do you explain? Okay, the monitor said they're landing off west of Hawaii. They landed in San Francisco Bay. People are going to notice something like water displacement, seagulls landing and not landing in midair, the Navy coordinating out the whole entire bay. People are going to notice like what's going on here. The Stargate Disclosure Program. I believe that's what that's kind of going to have to start off right there. I mean, Starfleet is in San Francisco, so if Atlantis is in San Francisco, why don't they have Stargate Command move to San Francisco?
And why did they land in San Francisco? There is already a Starfleet command.
Well, it's bad science because they said they was going to land north of Hawaii, but landed in San Francisco Bay. I mean, people are going to notice water displacement, Navy, areas closed, birds floating in midair. Come on.
They can create some miserable foggy weather, and Atlantis can rise and fly away.
Nah.
And then says the animated Stargate Infinity was made by a different production company. Okay, I even didn't know that. And Cinnabon says Infinity was terrible too. Captain Trek, welcome back.
Yeah, it is a chance for Robert Picardo to come back on TV. I'm sure he wouldn't mind another crack at it as a Woolsey.
Woolsey was a cool character. I liked him.
Yeah, I mean he's a great actor. I'm sure he wouldn't mind a crack at it.
First, he was like he had like an adversarial relationship to the whole Stargate Command and everything, and then he became the leader of Atlantis for that one season. That was actually funny.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he finally got put into the situation. Like, oh shit, now I see what they're doing.
Yeah. I'm right now rewatching like one episode at a time, Atlantis again.
I just finished binge watching that series last month.
No time for binge watching right now. Not at
every
all.
time I watch Atlantis, I realize how much I hate the Wraith. I think they're a terrible villain.
And they are
They're
a
the
great
worst
villain.
part of Atlantis.
I did not understand
Why?
Michael.
They make no sense.
Why?
I did not understand Michael. Why was Connor Trinier the only Wraith not to have white hair?
Because they did the genetic manipulation on him.
Well, come on. We know it's Connor Trinier, but Wraith have white hair. Come on.
One of the things sentient beings do is find alternate food sources. So the very fact the Wraith have evolved to a point that they have giant starships and can go across galaxies, the fact that they can't find something else to eat other than humans, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we have alternative food on Earth, and we are still eating cows and pigs and animals.
The day the cows and pigs start attacking me, I will stop eating them.
But the people are not attacking them. That's the problem.
They do if they get a chance.
So do wild animals.
I don't eat wild animals.
But people do.
Some
Deers,
people do.
Yeah, the deer can attack you. Cows can attack you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What about bulls? They're
pretty aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Sheep.
Sheep
Yeah,
are
sheep.
aggressive as well.
Yep.
Chickens.
Have you never been chased? Have you never been chased by a chicken?
No, I've never been chased by a chicken.
I have chased chickens, but I've never been chased by one.
They can that can be pretty scary. And the roosters, they are aggressive.
Yosef, the only bird that scares me is a cassowary.
You just have to be a bigger cock.
Those things.
Emus are excellent at guerrilla warfare. Hi, Vinny. Vinny Diodorus. Is it a new name in the chat or?
Hello, Vinny. It looks new to me.
Yeah,
Qapla.
the name seems new. Welcome to the channel.
And Dan, I did see your comment. You're right. The Wraith could travel around Pegasus, but they didn't have intergalactic drive. My bad.
T-Bug says, Vinny, you don't know us alpacans very well. Todd was a great Wraith. He was that was an interesting character, right? Let an ostrich get after you. You know what? Their legs, they literally look like dinosaur legs. They just
That's what they supposed to be evolved from.
yeah. Vinny, I don't know how familiar you are with this channel, but definitely check your sanity at the door and
Yeah.
I ain't got no sanity anymore.
I question if you ever did.
Okay, that's better. Speaking of no sanity, you guys remember that monolith, that the strange monolith that appeared and disappeared in Utah desert?
Yeah.
Hey, Bird, can you share my screen?
Yeah.
You already showed it.
Oh, I did this?
We did this on somebody else's stream, but it's worth rewatching.
Somebody saw it. Somebody saw that.
Yeah, it was on my stream, but yes.
I think it's hilarious.
DJ was bored again.
I just saw that, guys. Sorry. That's the best thing I've seen all day.
That's funny.
I can't. Why didn't I think of that?
That's genuinely funny.
I know.
I see Captain Track has changed his name to New Wessex. Captain Track.
Correct.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Vinny. There was another monolith found in Romania. And a Colorado photographer said he saw 4 men carrying the monolith out of the desert.
It sounded like an airplane taking off.
What? Yeah, or a hair dryer.
Me neither. I don't have planes here, so.
We got planes, trains, and
Sound like a hair dryer or a vacuum cleaner.
yeah, that's why I said hair dryer.
Despite what for the fake propaganda says, we have trains here as well.
Yes, they're on there, being built now. Very soon.
That was 2004, the movie.
So is the train done yet?
Trust me, we had trains here. Actually, when you are in Bratislava, in the old town, or on the borders of the old town, there is the oldest train station here in Slovakia, and it was for those trains that were using horses. Actually, the horse rail way, something like this. Yeah, it's a museum now.
Hey guys, I got some breaking news for you. The Justice Department is investigating a potential crime related to funneling money to the White House in exchange for a presidential pardon, according to a court record unsealed by Tuesday by the Chief Judge of the D.C. District Court.
Why are they funneling the money?
Basically, the president investigating secret presidential bribery. Basically, they're saying that somebody bribed Trump for a pardon.
Do they say who?
No, whistleblowers are protected.
I mean, who should be pardoned?
Oh, let's see. Court records released. The DC court. So I'm reading the court record right now. Redacted names of the persons who have not been publicly charged must remain under seal. They're redacting the names. Damn, this whole document's almost redacted. Shit. Yeah, every name is redacted. Even the defendant, even the attorneys are redacted. Damn. That's protection. Wow. All right, that's breaking news right now.
Breaking news. You sound like
Breaking
CNN.
news. A bunch of anonymous sources claim something bad happened at the White House. Oh, my God.
I got some other breaking news for you. You guys remember a disco song called The Electric Slide?
Yeah.
Did you know that the writer of the song revealed that the song is about a dildo?
No.
Yes. He got into a fight with his girlfriend, and allegedly she said, "My electric slide is a lot better than you." That's what she called her dildo. But the song Electric Slide is about a dildo. Just think, all the time you're dancing to a song about a dildo.
I think we need to reevaluate what qualifies as breaking news.
I think so too.
Breaking news.
Sledgehammer.
Go.
Sledgehammer is about penises. So.
Robert says, "Though the Georgia Guidestones are a reality."
And Thomas says, "Sure, bribe a billionaire."
He's not a billionaire.
I guarantee you that does not mean that it was President Trump. It was the White House, which means somebody working in the White House.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Trump administration.
Trump couldn't give a shit about anybody's money.
Everything bad that
somebody
happens
who
is
has
Trump.
the ear of Trump, they can make a lot of money by whispering to him and say, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool to, pardon so-and-so that the president's never heard of?" He's like, "Oh, who is that?" And then they say, "Well, he was this, and that." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll add him to my list."
Question: are pardons something common that is happening?
All the time. Every president pardons a ton of people when they leave office.
The office. Yeah,
When they leave, when they are leaving office, or
yeah. They usually wait till their last day or the second to last day.
Then they sign a whole bunch of pardons before the press can really get on them.
My personal belief, if Trump ends up losing, which isn't 100% certain yet, but assuming he does, which I think is more likely than not,
Right.
is that Trump will, on the second to last day, issue his pardons, including a pardon for himself and a pardon for Mike Pence.
Which he cannot pardon himself because the Constitution prohibits that.
No, it doesn't. It would be debatable. It doesn't prohibit it. It would go to the Supreme Court. But then he would resign. Pence would become president for a day, and then he would issue a pardon to Trump. And then that would definitely hold up to constitutional muster if the first one didn't.
And is there a reason why he should pardon himself?
Yes, because Democrats are going to vindictively go after him for fake crimes. So rather than let him waste all of his money defending himself from bullshit crimes that never happened, he might as well just pardon himself before he leaves to save himself a whole bunch of money and the country a whole bunch of time.
But there's a technicality. I've heard of pray. You can only be pardoned if you're found guilty. You can't be pardoned.
No, you are okay. I'm sorry, don't know where you get your info, but you can look. You can get a preemptive pardon. Nixon wasn't found guilty of anything. He got a pardon from Ford. Okay, this is basic history. You don't need to be found guilty. You don't need to be convicted. You don't even have to know what the crime is. You can get a blanket pardon.
And is it like he becomes immediately after
it means that
office?
It means that no federal prosecutor would be able to prosecute him for anything that happened before the date he got the pardon. He could just get a blanket pardon for anything that's ever happened up until that date. Now, after that date, yes, he could be, if he does something afterwards that's sketchy, he could then be investigated and prosecuted for this. But he could be blanket pardoned for any possible federal crime he may have committed up to the date he gets the pardon. And I agree that it is not past It has not been tested by the Supreme Court if a self-pardon would work. I've heard strong arguments on both sides. My personal belief is it does, but it doesn't really matter what I believe. It matters what the Supreme Court would agree with. And so just to take any chance out of the game, if he did resign and give Pence one day as office as president, then that would totally cement the pardon legally. Assuming Pence would do it, which I don't know that he would, but
I know the Constitution is basically worded kind of odd because it says the president shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for against the United States except the case of impeachment. It doesn't say if it's a full impeachment or a partial impeachment. Because he was impeached by
it doesn't matter. Impeachment is what had happened. He was impeached. There's no such thing as a full impeachment. He was impeached, but impeachment is not removal from office. He wasn't convicted. The Senate convicts, and the Senate would remove from office. He was impeached. He can't pardon himself for impeachment. Impeachment is not handled by the Justice Department. Impeachment is handled by Congress. This would be something handled by the Justice Department. You can't impeach something who's not a president. So once he's not president, he doesn't have to worry about impeachment yet.
Gotcha.
Interesting, because our president can be basically sued only for high treason, nothing else.
Damn.
Here's the other thing, though. Although he can and probably will, in my opinion, go the pardon route, he can only pardon for federal crimes. Prosecutors of states like New York could still attempt to prosecute him for state crimes. So he will probably still be in paying lawyers for years to come for vindictive prosecutors from New York and California and the like. But at least he would have the federal office back.
Yeah, so basically, he can still be charged for state crimes, but not federal.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Assuming,
And did he officially say that he's going to run in 4 years again?
No, he hasn't officially said that because he doesn't really believe he's going to lose. And honestly, I highly doubt he'd run again in 4 years. If he did lose, I don't see him running again. I could see him pushing hard for Ivanka to run in 4 years, but I doubt he would run in 4 years.
Does she have a chance?
Well, she's got China's backing. She's got the patents from them. And half of her material or her clothing line has been in China, so she's got the China government.
Well, she would have the people who are way for Trump. They would probably, a good part of them would probably back her. I don't know if she has a chance. I don't know who the Republicans would run against. At the time, I believe it will be President Kamala. So I don't know who they'd be running against Kamala. Let's put it this way. At this point, if nothing changes, probably no Republican ever wins again. Because if 80 million people can vote for Biden somehow, then there's really no way of overcoming that.
How does it work? When the president is incapacitated, like killed or dies or something?
The vice president, the vice president becomes the president.
For how long?
Until the remainder of the term.
Remainder of the term? Okay.
Right. Now, if the term is 2 years, is 2 years or longer, then that counts as a full term, and they can only run one more time. If the term they take over is less than 2 years, then they can still run two more. They can still run two more times.
So basically, you could have, in an extreme case, one president for 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the thought, I mean, the people thinking, is that they would try to keep Biden in power for 2 years and a day, and then try to get Kamala in after that.
Was there already such a case?
No, I don't believe we've had any president over 8 years since this became law.
Cinnabon says, I think Kanye has a shot in 4 years. I'm really excited. The future of American politics looks bright.
Yeah, they're blinded by something.
Give me a hit of that, Cinnabon.
Please. Is that something? Just talk something better than I am. Come on.
Resolute says, Paul and Cruz are most likely to run.
I see Cruz, yeah.
Vinny asks, has anyone ever seen Being There with Peter Sellers?
No.
No, doesn't ring a bell. Resolute says the only to do it was FDR.
Well, that was before
that was prior
these
to,
laws
so
went
yeah.
into effect. Yeah, FDR was our only 4-term president.
4-term?
He was elected 4 times.
How
and he
is this
died in his last office.
How is it possible?
At the time, there was no term limits.
Term limit. Yeah.
Oh, there was no term limit. Okay.
And then we got into World War II, so the country was very against changing leadership in the middle of a war. So he got reelected, and then after his 4th election, he ended up passing away, and Truman became president, and Truman ultimately ended World War II by dropping the bomb on Japan. But once they saw FDR run 4 times, they decided that they needed term limits for the president, and so he was the last president to get 4 terms.
We had as well no limit on terms until basically the fall of communism. But then they made it like president runs for 5 years, because we have general elections every 4 years and presidential elections every 5 years, so that there are not the elections the same year on everything. So
what about every 20 years when you have both?
Yeah, actually, you're right, Bert. Probably would.
It never works out, because we had early elections many times, like the terms didn't last like the full time. So there was actually, or was there? Maybe there was 1 year where we had like general elections and presidential elections at once, but usually the governments don't last. Not all governments last 4 years. The recent ones, they 12 years ago, now almost 13 years ago, there was a government that lasted 2 years only, and yeah, that one broke up, unfortunately. That was a good one, but everybody was everybody stood for their principles so strong that they had a voting about sending money to Greece once the crisis started in 2008, and in the coalition, 2 parties were for sending money to Greece, 2 parties were against it, and the prime minister then she put the voting together with basically she said if this law doesn't pass through, she's going to resign, and the law didn't pass through, so she resigned. And once the prime minister resigns, basically the whole government resigns. So yeah, and then we got 12 years of socialists, and there was so much.
Get the money.
and there was so much corruption connected with them that it was not even funny how bad it was.
And you didn't send any money to the poor Greeks.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
You get all that money from Germany and the UK, and you couldn't send a few dollars to Greece.
Bert, it was 1 billion for a country like us that we were supposed to send. Was the one thing, and another thing was that Greece at the time was lying about their financials until everything there basically crashed down, and they broke. They switched to euro because they lied to the EU Commission, and their financial situation was not stable enough to switch from the drachmas they were using to euro. But they did the But they did the change, and then basically the economy collapsed because they were not strong in. It's like the euro. Even now the situation is like euro for countries like Germany is actually something that is a weaker currency, and for us it is an extremely strong currency. But we are holding relatively good right now. But countries like Greece, I think Italy was in big problems at the time, partially France, and I think Ireland had as well big problems with being in the European currency union. So it was a very interesting situation, but the bailout was mostly required for Greece at the time. And Thomas says, "Good thing Greece got the Olympics." And Vinny is asking, "Isn't Putin stepping down next year?" I hardly doubt that Putin will step down next year, but I think he pardoned himself already for everything.
Maybe Hillary will run over there, or Trump. They could both run.
In Russia, you mean?
Yeah. I am president of Russia now, bitches.
I don't think they. I'm not sure if they have the rule that you need to be born in that country. I think you have to be citizen, but I'm not sure if there is a rule that you have to be born in that country.
You can buy citizenship.
You can buy citizenship, but you cannot buy birth certificate.
Well, not legal.
I just found my original Russian birth certificate. I was born in Bratislava.
Bratislava has nothing to do with Russia.
Oh, at the time, it was a Soviet puppet state.
You know what? If it wasn't correct information, it would be actually funny. But yes, we were. I'm not even if we were like puppet state. We were really oppressed by them. Nothing could be done without their blessings.
That's why you couldn't have a train. Caroga absolutely get diplomatic immunity.
We had trains. We had trains.
Trains only took you to one.
And by the way, I was
Siberia.
traveling by train. What I wanted to say is that when was Chernobyl? 86?
I think so. Yeah.
I think Chernobyl blew up in 86. 87. I was in a camp, something like a scout camp in Ukraine. year after Chernobyl.
Oh my gosh, dude! How close were you?
Not that far, a few hundred kilometers away.
So you earned a badge by cleaning up radioactive waste?
No. They didn't ask us to do that, but the audacity that they sent us there, like yeah, let's have a scout camp in Ukraine for children from the whole east bloc.
Fallout
so
was
there
30 kilometers.
it was Come again?
Fallout was about 30 kilometers, so you were safe.
Some of the Fallout reached Germany.
The Fallout,
nothing too bad, but
I remember that we had to go inside when I was in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're that young.
I was 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Actually, it was when it was in April, and there were usually 1st of May. It was really like big marches celebrating all the communist regime, and we did like all the marches and everything took place outside, and yeah. But good thing is I was I had my checkup with the doctor at the doctor last week. My blood work and all the bodily stuff was checked out, and yeah, I'm dying, that's true, but I have something like 40 to 50 years left. So basically everything is fine. Even my cholesterol is okay. So Chernobyl had no lasting effects on me.
It just made you very big.
Except I'm 6.6, yeah. Yeah. Fun part. Robert, you don't glow in the dark. Not anymore. But it was problematic with watching TV after I came back from Ukraine. Yeah, definitely the channels kept switching on the TV.
He didn't get any superpowers either.
No superpowers. But the problem is I wasn't bitten by a spider or something, you know. So
yeah, no animals in the area bit you.
No. So yeah, it was the year when we bought our first color TV. Yeah, 87. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was a black and white TV.
How old were you in 87?
Come again? How old I was?
Yes.
87. So it looks like 11. I'm 76.
I was born in 75.
Yeah.
You're 44, dude. See, I can do math. I forgot.
44 for another 4 months, something like this. Yeah.
I forgot there was this invention that was a cube and black and white, and it was called a television. I forgot all about that. It weighed like 15, 20 pounds.
Oh, they were way heavier. They were way heavier.
Small.
Way heavier, yes.
Like 60 pounds. Go rather like 60, 70 pounds. Yeah. Those like the last one that we bought, CRT TV, was a 32-inch TV, and it weighed, what was it, like 40 kilos, so around 80 pounds.
And my TV weighs about 1.5 pounds.
I still have a CRT, so it weighs a little bit more.
Yeah. No, the
I
CRT
finally bit the dust after years. A lot of years.
At my office, before I got sick, we had what I think were the largest CRTs ever made in the consumer grade televisions.
Mm-hmm.
I would bet they were 40 inches, maybe bigger.
Oh,
I mean, they're just so massive. They weighed like a ton. I couldn't even move them.
Those were they don't. But those were like the projection, no?
No. These were actual CRT televisions.
Actual CRTs.
If you turned it on, you could feel the magnetic field or the electric field. Your hair would stand up.
Remember the Gauss button on the CRT monitors?
Yeah.
Jesus, we sound like old men reminiscing about the past right now.
My
That's
dad
hilarious.
had a
That's
plug-in
hilarious.
degauser.
Changing your TV channel with pliers.
Yes. And after the knob broke off, you'd have to put pliers on.
I use the screwdriver. Yes.
Yeah.
A Phillips screwdriver worked always.
People in the chat like scratching their heads like changing your TV channel with pliers, huh?
Springtime, says Vertebrae. How are you doing? And remember, the crazy road trip is going to happen. Mamo pray first.
What?
How are you doing? Sentence number 1. Remember the crazy road trip is going to happen? Mamo pray first. What crazy road trip is going to happen?
You going somewhere?
That's what I'm confused about. I'm doing decently. Springtime. How are you?
Or is somebody going to kidnap you?
I don't think Mamo probably wants to go on a road trip anywhere right now.
Everything's closed. Well, here in California.
Yeah, you can't go on a road trip. You sold a car.
That's just one problem.
No, Vinny, they only had a horrible resolution if you sat really, really far away. That's why Saturday morning cartoons, you sat 4 inches from the TV. Remember your parents telling you, get away from there, you go blind? You wanted to see the cartoon really clear.
Yeah, the lines, there were like, how many? 480 lines?
At
Or
best.
even less, I think.
Sometimes 360, 240. It depended. 480 was the absolute best of the best.
Yeah, but, because you had the actually the United States were using the NTSC standard that was actually way worse than the PAL standard.
Correct.
And I got as well the explanation. Yeah, I got even the explanation why you were using NTSC format with fewer lines. And it was because your television network was one of the oldest in the world. So basically one of the first television networks in the world. And nobody bothered upgrading it. And only with HD digital TV, the signal became better.
Hey, Bird of Prey 5. Aaron Matthews says, Bird, I haven't seen you in forever. And Jedi Bill says, please send me a link.
Got it.
Qapla, Aaron Matthew. Yeah, it's been a long time. There's the link.
There's the link.
I had to interrupt that.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Insomniac soup starts in 6 hours. In under 6 hours.
Nope, 5 hours and 48 minutes.
Whatever. It's about 6 hours.
Give or take a few minutes.
Yeah.
Burger, hey, Bill can start early, he can start late. He can start whenever he wants.
And there he is.
Hello, Jedi Bill.
Hello.
And the familiar surrounding. Yeah.
Shit, he found the keys. Nina hit the locks when Nina changed the locks.
Hey, I'm here.
Crap.
Back in Tucson. Or,
yes.
As LDG says.
Tuscan.
I got back at 1 p.m. my time. So, mid good time.
How's your beautiful Tuscan villa?
Small, clean, but needs to be more clean. So I gotta get on that.
Stays that way.
Yeah.
Or
That's what. Yes, I know.
Nina's been working hard.
And
Well,
she will have.
No, she had assistants. She had an assistant.
Yeah, she had.
Hang on, I see something that's unusual here. Bill, you have no bruising. Nina hasn't been hitting you. Nina, hit Bill.
Nina, Elihu wants you to hit me.
Captain Trek does too.
So does Captain Trek.
Gladly.
Gladly.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Did you put some bottles in the freezer, Nina?
Oh,
Yeah.
ow.
Yeah.
Yes.
He deserves that.
That actually hurt.
Good.
And supposed to.
Oh, okay.
And if you
Vinny
don't go
says
back to the
Star Trek
doctor,
Voyager was
you
filmed
get
on
more.
tape. Its best resolution is 480.
Yep.
Was it Voyager? No.
I heard that it was
I heard I heard
transferred to
about.
tape, and that's all they've got left.
Oh, that's what they got left. Oh
I think they
shoot!
only have it on tape, which is the reason why
So
it'd
they
be
don't have
very,
it on
very hard
film.
to HD it. Yeah.
They don't have it. They don't have the originals because I heard that something similar happened to Babylon 5, and that they have, and that's why they cannot do like the transfer to like at least FHD or something and clean it up.
They've got this AI software that does a pretty good job at upping the resolution from SD to like an HD resolution. It's kind of amazing how it does it, but it takes like weeks to up a single episode.
Who cares? Who cares? They can start on multiple computers doing it. You know.
Yeah, I know they could, but I don't think there's a fan. What's that program or
Demand.
whatever? A fan attempt to do it, but I haven't been able to get any updates in months. They released a few minutes of updated video. It looked great, but they know CBS would never let them release it.
Yeah, Aaron
So
still go with an upgrade. They just don't want to pay the money.
I think you basically got to buy the software and do it yourself, which will take forever.
The question is, how much would it cost? Because if it was like, let's say, like few million, and I'm talking literally few million, like $2-3 million to do it, I think it would be worth a shot. Because if they released it in that quality to Blu-rays, not necessarily giving it immediately to Netflix or put it on CBS All Access for $5 a month or something, but releasing it on Blu-ray, people would buy it as collectors, I think, and there is the fan base existing.
I've told CBS if they want to keep me as a year-round customer, HD DS9 would do it. If they were the only source of HD DS9, I would just pay for the monthly fee to have them.
I'm not sure. I'm really looking forward to have Disney Plus available here. And Bert, with that one super chat, I really meant it. Once Discovery is over, get it. And
I
watch
will.
The Mandalorian. And watch The Mandalorian.
Of course, now it doubles the amount of time I think it's going to take to go through season 2 to find out their full-length episodes now, but I'll still be happy to do so.
No, because I think if you enjoyed to some level,
this is broken.
The movies.
Ooh.
You will definitely enjoy The Mandalorian.
Okay. Well, it's good
What
to
is
hear.
it for?
Yeah.
His stomach.
I see Daniel's Hot Topics is trying to join, but it says his device is not connected yet.
Hey, Bird, I'm going to take off. I'm going to finish working on my show.
Take care, Elihu.
Take care, Elihu.
Yeah, Elihu.
Bye.
Thank you for having me on. Later, everybody. I just got to find the right tab. I have multiple tabs open right now.
Bye-bye.
Where are you?
And Aaron
Here.
Matthew is saying, "Lol,
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Star Trek fan
Hey,
waiting in a
yes,
dark
thank
alley."
you for the flaming devil, by the way. Thank you so much.
No problem. You already thanked me.
Oh, is
I
that
know.
another Yitza
Yeah.
original?
I
Yes,
saw
it is.
I saw something like a Santa. Santa Bill?
Yeah.
An old one.
Big Bad Burning Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Fancy.
I got a Santa one.
Doomcock finally saw his.
Sweet. I saw Orville Nation tweeted out to both Doomcock and Nerdrotic.
Yeah.
And Aaron Matthews says, "Little Star Trek fans meeting in a dark alley. You got the upgrade." Yes, you got the cash.
I would totally.
And Robert says here, all of these very high resolution videos and broadcasting for mobile devices is a mute point. The highest resolution broadcast is available only on Verizon. They only do 720p.
Well, I don't watch it on mobile. I watch it on my 60-inch television at 55.
I don't understand American providers, but you know what? Even Netflix, they say that they are streaming in 4K. Those things that they have available in 4K, but it's somewhat reduced 4K in some ways. And the fun part is that you don't get it on Chrome, for example, in 4K. You get it only on what is it called? Edge. Either Edge or their proprietary app.
Firefox, maybe?
No, Firefox doesn't work. No, the Edge. Microsoft Edge.
Welcome, Daniel's Hot Topics.
Otherwise you get it only in full HD, which is completely okay. But I'm paying for the highest tier in for Netflix, so everything that they have in the highest resolution, I get in the highest resolution. So every time I want to watch something in higher than full HD, I need to switch to Edge browser, which is annoying, but okay. I can live with it. As Cisco said. Hi Daniel, how are you doing?
Hi, what's going on? Having a good day?
Actually having a good night. I should go to bed because it's 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm snowed in here. I can't go out. I'm snowed in.
How much snow you got?
A lot. So we're stuck in the house, and even the news, they told people to stay indoors because there's a lot of snow out there. You know.
I heard about the device. Let me think. What's the name of it that can help you with the snow? A shovel.
Sarcastic answer, and kind of. I knew it was gonna be a sarcastic answer. It's gonna be a shovel, or a snow plow, or a snow blower, something like that.
In America, you should get something like flamethrowers in Target or in common stores, right?
You should. What was that? Elon Musk made his not a flamethrower.
Not a flamethrower. That's not a flamethrower.
Well, whatever it is, you should use it to melt snow. Vinny says, I would meet in a dark alley for authentic on-set TNG props. I want the real communicator badge from the show. That's interesting.
I would like to have the Discovery communicator, the new one they just got. That's a cool device with the transporter and everything. Who needs cars, you know? You just beam from one spot to another with the personal transporter. I like that idea. By the way, isn't it that in that case, transporter chief becomes a completely obsolete function on a ship?
Aaron Matthews says, gotta go. If you play Space Engineers, I will watch the replay later. Stay safe, Bird and all. Qapla, Aaron. I actually played Space Engineers at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you saw that. So if you do replay the beginning of the stream, the first couple hours, We played Space Engineers.
Not couple hours. It was 96 minutes.
Okay, 96. Excuse me, 96 minutes.
This is one of the units that we have in common, we Europeans and you Americans, minutes and hours.
Yeah, why is it that you're on? Shouldn't you divide minutes by 10 or something? Shouldn't there be 10 hours in your day and 10 minutes an hour and 10, I don't know, kilominutes, ectominutes, microminutes?
Kilominutes. I like that.
Microminutes to a kilominute.
But I see you speak metric, which is nice, if you want to. The problem is you don't want to at all.
It just seems that you would be okay with base 12 for time, but not base 12 for inches.
No, because it makes no sense.
Well, this makes sense is that 12 is easier to divide up into quarters than 10. That's why we give imperial units. Imperial units can go to quarters, can go to thirds, can go to halves, whereas by 10, you can really only do half.
1 milliliter of water occupies 1 cubic centimeter of space. Is it 1 milliliter or is it 10 milliliters of water? Occupy one
milliliter is equal to 1 cubic.
Not centimeter.
1 cc. 1 ml is equal to 1 cc.
Yeah, so 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter, and by burning it or evaporating it, you release what is it? Energy.
Calorie.
1 calorie of energy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's why metric is so easy. How much is 1 milliliter in imperial units?
Fuck if I know. Like a thousandth of an ounce. Alexa, what's 1 milliliter in ounces? .034 fluid ounces.
You see, so that's why I say that that metric is basically it's easy. That's the thing about it.
And Robert Rose Jr. says, here in America, people could go buy dynamite in stores. Not nowadays. It's so regulated. Yeah, those are the good old days.
Dynamite is regulated.
Buy a stick of dynamite. Just go to the hardware store and say, give me a stick of dynamite. You come home, you plant it next to a tree stump, you light the fuse, you run away, boom, no more tree stump. Now you want to do that. It's first you've got to call a number to make sure you're allowed to dig in this area. You got to wait 2 weeks for somebody from the city and the state to come down. They spray paint on the ground where the gas line is, where the water lines are, and any electrical lines that are buried underground. All this bullshit. And then they say, oh, you can't use dynamite. You've got to, shovel it out. And then you try to hire people. Like, oh, you can't hire illegals from the Home Depot parking lot. You've got to hire, union labor. And next thing you know, it's going to cost you like $250,000 to remove a tree stump that 100 years ago would have cost you 50 cents worth of dynamite and a free match.
But with the dynamite, with the stick of dynamite, you would probably destroy the infrastructure for few blocks. That's
not my problem, Joseph. That's someone else's problem. Vinny says, I don't get Celsius. Fahrenheit is much better. Absolutely. Tiki of Doom says they just want what's best for you, Robert. For your good. That's what they tell you. It's for your own good. You can't buy dynamite anymore because you might accidentally blow it up in your hand or something. No.
That's the same with fireworks. How is it with fireworks? Are they limited in sale in the United States?
In most states, they're very, very limited. Some states, like especially southern states, allow the sale of them. New York, you can't buy them, you can't own them, you can't use them. But like
I think people still do, right?
Yeah, they still do. This 4th of July, it was like a big FU to the government. It was our biggest, I'd say the most fireworks I've ever seen go off in my life was this last 4th of July, because everybody, in the middle of the lockdown, everybody was like FU, and this was their way of protesting, was shooting off fireworks. Mamo Frey says it felt like the reminiscent of the 60s and 70s with how bad it was in New York. Which don't get me wrong, I was all for the protest of freedom, but unfortunately, that was very, very upsetting for Sassy. So
exactly, that's my problem as a dog owner. And the fun part is Connie doesn't mind fireworks. She actually enjoys it, and she was enjoying it from when she was a little puppy. Literally staring through the window, watching at the beautiful lights and everything. But my other dog, she's scared as F, even when there's a thunder outside.
Yeah.
Like a thunderstorm or something going on.
Yeah.
She's hiding. She's shaky and everything, and the fun part is 2 of my cats, they don't care about the thunderstorms, and 2 of my cats, they are just always hiding under the bed, under the sofa, everywhere.
And in more recent years, I've come to realize a number of veterans get PTSD from the sound of fireworks.
I can imagine that people who were in a war zone get PTSD.
It was never
from fireworks.
After thinking about it, yeah, it makes sense.
Because actually those noises are explosions, controlled explosions, nothing else. Right? So
yeah, I mean that makes sense. The whole point of them is to make it sound like war.
Yeah.
I mean, the national anthem, bombs bursting in air, it was supposed to sound like. Fireworks are basically supposed to make you think that the battle is here.
Fellas, I'm yawning too much, so I'm going to sleep.
Have a good night, Yetsa.
Have a good night. It's a see you in the chat on Jedi Bill stream. Yeah, take care.
Bye-bye.
Qapla. Robert Rose is here in South Carolina. You can buy any kind of fireworks you want. Not in Virginia, though. And Vinny says he knows quarter sticks of dynamite are available. Yeah, quarter sticks. I don't know if they're still called M80s, but
how much is a quarter stick? In centimeters, in kilograms, something. But still, dynamite sounds pretty dangerous.
It's a little nitroglycerin, right?
It's just imagine that basically if you have like cardiac problems, you are using nitroglycerin as a first aid, right? So we are basically putting explosives under your tongue when you just think about it. which is completely nuts.
Not exactly. Yeah.
They call it nitroglycerin. Yeah, I know it's not the same thing, and it's not a pill that's going to explode in your mouth or something, but still, just the idea is ridiculous.
Not Ryan Johnson says, how is Bird still awake? I thought he would have been not conked out a while ago. Yeah, not Ryan Johnson. It's headed towards that time.
By the way, yeah, because you wanted to end the stream like an hour ago, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You must be starving right now.
No, I ate.
In the meantime, you ate.
Yeah, it was when I wasn't talking too much. I had a few bites. I'm fine now.
What did you have?
Chinese food.
Chinese food. Oh, the Chinese restaurants are open, yeah?
Lo mein, yeah.
So
the fried rice and egg roll.
Yeah. So the cat problem in your neighborhood is solved right now.
Oh, God, Joseph.
Sorry, I had to go there. I'm a horrible
Robert
person.
Rose is now Wonder Woman can lasso lightning. Yeah, I remember seeing that in the preview.
I heard somewhere that they are switching it to HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max and select theaters.
So they are doing it, right? Okay.
They are. It's December. They announced. It's official.
That's crazy.
Springtime says Bird of Prey. As I remember, Life with Matthew will use his Texas-sized RV for going to jail road trip along with the professor. I apparently don't like he will buy the booze and no spoilers.
Supplies.
No supplies. What?
I remember Life with Matthew will use his Texas-sized RV for the going to jail road trip along with that professor. I apparently don't like he will buy. Springtime, sorry, I'm so lost.
And he also says, Mom will pray first. Means Mom will pray comes first, and not the professor of Life with Matthew or Truck. The professor Springtime is coming up. Okay, let me get you in here, Springtime. Qapla, Springtime.
Qapla, Springtime. Explain yourself.
Well, Matthew has that big ass Texas RV without a doubt, and I figured he could take Bert on a road trip. And
yeah. Okay.
Apparently, I don't like that professor guy for some reason. His words, not mine. So I figured he could be like the jail cover. Get the supplies. Yeah. So that's just my thought.
And Daniel Billings, Qapla, says 28.4 grams and a quarter stick of dynamite. There you go, Yosef. Although you don't know what grams are, do you? Yes, you do.
Of course, I know how much a gram is.
Right,
yeah.
Kilograms. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
We have drug dealers here as well, so I exactly know how much the 28.4 grams are.
And guys, I'm sorry, but I thought Mom will pray first was kind of self-explanatory. She comes first. I'm sorry, Bird. She comes
first.
I
understand. Certainly, Mom will pray comes before Jeff Franklin or Life with Matthew or Trump. Absolutely.
I know that last part must have really hurt. Finding out that she comes before Trump.
No, I would agree with that statement.
Does Matthew have an RV?
Before all those people.
I just figured Life with Matthew has an RV that could, fit Bird's chair. Like, honestly, so he could go on like a road trip.
The problem is they have to go on a road trip to get there. Unless he went on a road trip here to pick me up.
Well, Matthew would be probably willing with, coercion and blackmail and threats of getting law enforcement involved.
Law enforcement, black eyes. That's basically.
I'm betting that Joseph would probably be even willing to get European law enforcement in on to coerce them.
European law enforcement.
I don't know what country. I don't remember which country you're in.
Slovakia. It's Slovakia, and the fun part is I had to laugh just because one simple reason. All the police officials, like the highest ranked police officials that we have in this country, are actually right now in jail for corruption. They were literally arrested in the last 2 weeks. The highest ranking police officials that we have here are all in jail. So I was like, surely somebody from Slovakia will come over. Like, now that every high-ranking one is in jail.
Maybe you could say the ones they didn't get are hanging out with Matthew right now.
Oh, poor Matthew. What a plan. What a horrible plan we made for him right now.
And it's official. I think a good name for it would be the all participants are going to jail at the end of the trip.
Yeah, Bert cannot go to jail. The bed doesn't fit through the gate, through the door of a cell, so. And anyway, what change would it be for Bert? Sorry.
Well, Mama Pray's not there would be a pain in the ass.
No, but Bird, you're forgetting your history, okay? And this is why sometimes we just have to put you in your place. What did Pablo Escobar do when they came for him? What did he do? He said, screw this. The only way I'm surrendering a powerful man like him is if I can build my own prison. They'll be like, like a second mansion. So basically that's what Bird's going to do. He's just going to say, like, I'll surrender. And unlike these idiots, because me and Joseph aren't stupid enough to go on the road trip, I'm going to build my own prison.
Kind of already have.
That's what I wanted to say. Is it is something like home arrest something common in the United States? Like you get this ankle thing and ankle monitor. Yeah,
I may or may not have known people who have been on an ankle monitor. Yeah, it's pretty common actually.
Yeah,
allegedly it keeps the overcrowding situation down. Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
But jokes aside, that's what Pablo Escobar did when he got.
He really did. He built his own prison.
Yeah, he built his own prison. Like, it was like literally his second home. It was like a mansion.
It's crazy.
Well, that's Colombia for you. So strictly speaking, Bird, if you do get into legal trouble, there is some legal precedence for saying, like, can I like convert my house into a prison? And the judge will have to actually listen to it because it's like, oh yeah, somebody's bringing up Pablo Escobar again.
And you already have something like security cameras everywhere anyway.
This is true.
Pablo Escobar, I don't think was allowed security cameras because officially it was being run by the Colombian prison system. However, he did bribe all the guards because he got in extra trouble because, get this, Bird, he actually shot a snitch at his own prison, in his own prison cell / home.
Well,
yeah, like
you have your own home. Well, why wouldn't you shoot a snitch? That's the whole point.
Yeah, well, home intruder. You have those type of laws in the United States as well.
But apparently the Colombian authorities weren't cool with the idea. They were like, wait a minute, this wasn't part of the deal.
Which is somehow understandable.
Too late now. Next time.
What would have been if we let them have guns? Bert, for extra credit, what do you think Pablo Escobar did when he realized that that they were coming for him, despite the fact that he was officially in jail?
Didn't he escape?
Retreated to a secret room.
Yeah, he escaped.
He escaped from.
They were going to.
I think I heard something. Yeah. And Robert has actually a good point. I thought it was Anti-Tracker that had an RV. And yes, Anti-Tracker has an RV, right? He didn't sell it because I know he wanted to sell
but
it.
I think Life with Matthews is bigger.
Well, Michael Matthews is constantly saying he's from Texas and everything's bigger. So I just figured to give Life with Matthews some credit.
That I didn't know.
Anti-Tracker's RV is kind of old, I think. And it's been sitting, he said it's been sitting behind his house for like a decade or something.
He has as well a TARDIS in his garage, right? And it's bigger on the inside, allegedly.
So have any of you publicly mourned for Arecibo?
You are roboting, I didn't hear that.
The Arecibo Observatory. Have any of you guys mourned for it publicly?
Oh, the observatory that the cables broke?
Yeah, the one that was going to get decommissioned anyway.
I was pretty sad to hear about it.
But
that satellite from the James Bond movie.
Yeah.
What happened there? Because I just saw somewhere something like a tweet on Twitter that something like this happened, and I didn't follow it up. What happened there?
First, the National Science Foundation, they own it, cut its funding, and were actually saying that they were going to decommission it because I guess it was too difficult to maintain. And then Hurricane Marina basically just finished it off.
Oh,
yeah, and it can't.
They're
be
basically
fixed.
now just
Too dangerous to fix.
That's since they wanted to decommission it, so okay, they just have to clean up the.
But we've got no other facility even close to its power to do radio astronomy.
Well, the problem
is shouldn't be something built. Shouldn't be there's something built now in Hawaii. They were talking about building something.
There's something, but it's like 600 times less powerful. Is the next closest thing we have to this, because this didn't just listen. It could actively beam a signal and then wait for the reflection to get data back. All the current stuff we have, very few of it actively sends a signal. Most of it is just waiting is just passive, just listening for what comes in. This one, we could actually beam the radio signal off of it and get a return. So you can get very accurate direction and speed.
And back to the fact that there's no replacement, one thing I noticed nobody's brought up like as a problem is the funding, but it was made in the 60s, and I'm pretty sure the environmental impact survey was probably more of a handshake agreement with the local Puerto Rican authorities.
Yeah.
Now to make a new one like clear site, they'd probably have to go through an actual environmental impact survey because you're going to have to bring a lot of heavy equipment, and as many Puerto Ricans who do like truck driving and heavy equipment work are going to love that project. There's going to be environmentalists who are going to say, wait a minute, folks, what kind of environmental impact are you going to make?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to fill a hole in the jungle that was already filled. So I think, sadly,
but the thing is, if it was built in the 60s, we are talking here about something like 60-year-old technology.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it got upgraded in the 90s.
It got it up. Yeah, okay.
I got a big upgrade in the 90s. In fact, it made the dish in the center or whatever hangs above the dish got a lot heavier in the 90s because they added a bunch of equipment to it. So they added more extra cables to hold its weight up because of the weight they added. And it was one of those new cables that broke the first time. And then one of the original cables ended up breaking.
So cable snapped and it collapsed, right?
Well, I don't know if it collapsed yet, but last I heard, it was now so unsafe they couldn't even bring anybody up to it to repair it. So they just either had to wait for it to collapse completely or they'll have to knock it down. Repair was no longer an option.
Shoot. But since they wanted to decommission it anyway, you know, what's the problem? Will be more rubble.
Now it's literally in a dilapidated state. I mean, like the big dish Bird was talking about, if you like Google an image of Arecibo, that it's a fairly large structure. It's collapsed into the dish. And my gut feeling is National Science Foundation, the ones who own it, probably have more idea about this than me or Bird do, but I'm wondering if maybe they privately saw the writing on the wall and figured that physically renovating it to up its life expectancy might not have been financially doable or even politically doable because, like I said, environmental impact surveys and all that shabam and the economic state of Puerto Rico probably getting brought up and dragged in.
I'd just leave it. Let the jungle reclaim it. In 20 years, you wouldn't even know it was there.
From not to be a party pooper, but and it is surreal when I go from my happy-go-lucky trying to keep things entertained and borderline trolling, but I mean well, to just being a party pooper. They apparently, for the decommissioning, were doing an environmental impact study, so I have a bad feeling that they're probably going to have to go through a whole bunch of hoops just to even consider that as an option, and I imagine somebody's probably going to say, like, oh, no, you don't. You have to clean that shit up.
Which is pretty much possible, yeah.
And besides, somebody probably somewhere is probably already, just spitballing the idea of like, if they're not going to use that convenient crater-sized hole in Puerto Rico, maybe we could build the dish. And like I said, jobs galore. The Puerto Rican territorial government's probably not going to say anything negatively about that unless they have to.
It's interesting. Who knows what will happen? I need to read up on this a little bit more.
The biggest dish like it, however, is in China.
They are not so friendly with us.
The China dish is a lot bigger, but it doesn't send out a signal. It only lessens.
Yeah. I think there's a slightly bigger one technically in Russia, but I think that one's like kind of weird.
So it was the only one that was also sending signals? Or are there others that are sending signals as well? Maybe not so strong signals.
From what I hear, the only others that send signals are much smaller, and they're like arrays of smaller ones. So, and they said I think this literally said the next most powerful was like 600 times less powerful than this one.
Yeah. Robert says here, perhaps we shouldn't let someone like the Goa'uld know we exist, though. Yeah, this is exactly what what's his name? Stephen Hawking said. Stephen Hawking, that the idea that we are alone in the universe is scary, the same way as it is scary the idea that we are not alone in the universe. Yeah. Definitely. Springtime, you're roboting.
Oh, sorry. Are you sure you're not thinking about an episode of Bob's Burgers? There was an episode where these kids were trying to listen for extraterrestrial life, and this other kid decided to troll them by pretending to be a very belligerent alien threatening to blow up Earth. I could actually see an alien doing that, like, oh, this will be hilarious. Poor
Like
Joseph.
some alien trolling the Earth.
Yeah, Joseph, you're at your job at the radio telescope, and some alien's like, yeah, you're so lucky if my supervisor didn't find out. Now give me 80 tons of gold and we'll be square. And then begins Slovakia's wackiest caper yet. Like, why did the Slovakian army suddenly start seizing gold? How do you even combine their borders?
So much gold. I don't think we have so much gold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will cause an international incident. We're doing this for the world.
And the fun fact is that our gold is actually our gold is actually in London.
Oh boy, that would get awkward quick. Let me get this straight. Your boys came to our country. They invaded I'm going to try a British accent. They invaded the Bank of London, and they said it was to save the world. Are you sure you haven't been? Sure you weren't taken over by a supervillain? Are you sure that space alien ain't a supervillain?
I don't know. It would be definitely awkward. And I even didn't. And the information that the gold is in London, I even didn't know it maybe a year ago. But then it came out in the news that actually the gold is there because our government had the idea then that they would like to get it back to Slovakia because of Brexit and everything. And then they decided, no, we leave it there, and it's in London because of all the trades and all the stock markets and everything. For some reason, for some trading reason, it's in London.
Minor question. That's pretty odd that all your gold's in London. Are you sure you're not under the rule of a supervillain?
I don't know. Maybe. I know that some people would say yes, we are, and it's called the EU, but I don't see it that bleak.
Yeah, I worked with a guy from Poland. He wasn't a huge EU fan either.
Yeah. And welcome, Professor Brainy Specs, to the chat. And Bert, are you still on? And we have Santa Bill. Yeah, a few minutes ago he was a devil. And he left his Captain Track. Yeah. But guys, honestly, I have to go to bed because it's almost 2 a.m. and I have to get up in the morning.
Good night, Joseph.
So I will leave you and say have a great evening and good night to me. And take care, Professor Brainy Specs.
Joseph.
Good night,
Thank you very much for having me. It was a funny stream. I had my fun. Gentlemen, chat, take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, Professor Brainy Specs. I'm thinking we are going to end pretty soon. I am also tired, even though it's not nearly as late for me. But I'm still on a sleep deficit from this past week.
Oh, and Bert, I found a great TV show for you.
Oh, yeah?
On YouTube, you can actually find people have recorded video, like live television, of the start of the first Gulf War.
I've actually seen that type of footage.
Yeah. I don't know why people have done that.
I actually remember watching it live in my own house it was actually on the pretty big TV we had in the den. and Dad O'Prey was there, and you were saying, "Watch this, kid. This is history in the making." And you had the CNN reporters
How many
reporting
wars
from
ago
their
was that?
hotels.
How many wars ago was that?
Well, let's see. Before Afghanistan, before Iraq, I'd say.
Because I was a kid and I remember thinking the same
Bosnia.
thing. Yeah.
If you consider, I mean, a lot of people would skip it, but it's Bosnia. So I'd say four wars ago.
Because I think like my folks were probably thinking the same thing, and then I guess after a while they were like, "Yeah, more war coverage on the news." Which one is this?
I tell you, I think it was kind of something special for the time. We
Well,
had
it was
never
live.
seen a war reported on like that. I was a little scared. I was a little afraid. I remember them telling me, "Oh, don't worry, Iraq is on the other side of the planet. They can't get us."
Well, you want to hear stupid? I was a kid too. Like, okay, I'm 37, so do the math. Some kids, I guess, had heard like very like distorted. You know how kids are. I guess heard something like a Scud had reached Israel or deep in Saudi Arabia, and apparently that had turned into that one almost hit Anchorage, Alaska, where I still am.
Wow.
So hopefully you didn't have to deal with any of that weirdness. And I think I could have sworn that the airbase commander must have decided just to get it out of the way to test the air raid siren.
Hello, Professor Brainy Specs.
Hello, Birdo Prey 5.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jedi Bill 797.
How are you doing, Professor?
Not too bad, springtime. Just had my first day on the new position at work.
How'd it go?
It went really well, I thought.
Very good.
Are you ready for the road trip you're going on?
Are we going on the road trip, Bird?
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
News to me, but
well, if you remember, you were supposed to link up with Life with Matthew, and I was going to tag along. I think that's what springtime is referring to.
It is.
Well, you seem like you're good. You generally seem like good enough of a sport to, help out the guys. So
no, I might be able to bail them out or something. I don't know.
Well, if you've ever seen Trailer Park Boys, what I was referring to was Corey and Trevor are always used to. Yeah, they get them out of jail, but in a different way.
Ah.
but it's Canada, so basically it's like, you rob a convenience store, it's probably like a week in jail.
Wow.
If you ever see that show, you will notice that Canadian laws are vastly different than ours.
I have not seen that show. But unfortunately, we're not in Canada. We're not in Caroga either.
I thought New Jersey was like, I think like wasn't Bird's house technically Caroga? Then he like fill out paperwork saying that he was a sovereign country.
The details of that are a bit fuzzy to me, so I'm not sure. Captain Trek, are you there? I guess he's not. How about Daniel's hot topic? Hello, Daniel. Well, I think Bird must have muted everyone.
I don't think I'm muted.
Well, not you, Bill, but
I'm not muted.
That's a good thing.
No, I think he was just trying to figure out what was going on with the fact of the European Union and supervillains.
Okay. Bill, I see you're back home.
Yep. Got home about 1 p.m.
You made it
today. Yep.
Awesome.
Did you get your ass kicked by your wife?
Wife?
Oh. Yeah, I remember there was talk about you getting hit.
Oh,
well, no, that's his roommate. That's his roommate.
Yeah. That's just Nina. Miss Nina. Lovely lady. Good friend.
Bird, what did you do to Daniel and Captain Trek? Now, Captain Trek's not even here anymore.
I think the Strange
I think he
just
did.
I think they just left.
Captain Trek. I might have kicked Captain Trek. He's back now.
What?
Unless he kicked himself.
Are you still with us, Captain?
I'm going to mute him just in case. Okay, he's back.
There he is.
Okay. I think he muted himself.
Sure, Bird.
He can unmute himself if he wants.
Yeah, you muted me.
I muted you? I'm sorry.
Wow. Are you asleep, Bird?
But everybody remember that Bird of Prey 5 is basically a supervillain.
Well, he is.
See, I was afraid that he put himself in the back.
He's
I did
evil
that
dictator.
Yeah.
I think Bill's asleep.
No, not asleep. Looking at I'm looking at it. I'm like looking at a cell phone. I'm like,
I get that at the library all the time. Oh, I was just reading something on my phone. I wasn't asleep.
Oh, you work at the library?
Yes, sir.
I am. See, I'm reading.
Is it like a big library like we have here in Anchorage, Alaska? I'm not being facetious. We actually have a fairly good-sized library that's really nice looking.
We do as well here in San Angelo, Texas. I smell my pizza bacon in the oven. It smells good.
I just wanted to bring that up before you brought up or even mentioned, like, wait a minute, you guys have a library in Anchorage?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Whenever we're on TV, I guess people assume it's like, like a lot smaller and more rustic. And
how many people live in Anchorage?
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Okay, Bird.
No, not that many compared to like some major cities, but I think honestly, jokes aside, you probably would be impressed by Lusac. Let's see, big library. And probably just the size of the library system here in Anchorage.
I would, considering where it is, I would be surprised if it weren't sizable. So, yeah.
Let's see. You have 291,000 people as of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good size. I mean, it's about 3 times the size of the city I live in. And we have a nice library.
Like multi-story?
4 stories.
Mm-hmm.
The top floor is our community room, but the other 3 floors are active in books and movies and audios and computers and that good stuff.
Yeah, you'd probably like Lusac. Then again, it also doubles as I think the one of the buildings where they have the assembly for the city.
I gotta pull my pizza out of the oven. Hold on. Be right back.
Yeah, I think that's the big difference, I think, between his and Lusac is we also have our acting mayor and the city council meet there. You still there, Captain?
Oh yeah, I am here. What's going on?
You looking forward to Discovery Season 4?
I'm looking more forward to Root Canal.
What about The Expanse?
Not really a fan.
You're not a fan of The Expanse?
I've been trying to watch it, but yeah, I've had a hard time getting past it.
What, a little
Getting
too
past
slow?
what?
Watching The Expanse.
Oh, I have not seen that.
It's the show that Discovery tried to be like and epically failed on all counts.
So Cap, you asked me what kind of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those 18-inch pizzas that you get at Walmart Deli.
Oh yeah,
and it has mozzarella cheese, pepperoni sausage, pepperoni sausage, bacon, and beef.
Ooh.
And to that, I added green pepper and some cheddar cheese.
Wow.
And
All right.
mushrooms. I added mushrooms.
Ooh, even better.
You know what? Sunday night, I had home baked pizza. My dad has a pizza oven, and I wanted to have one before I left. And it's really good. Oh, don't worry. Video's coming. I got a video. I'm going to post a video, so I can show it to you.
I'm just playing.
Oh yeah, I took a video of it.
We have activity in the chat.
Caroga night.
Hello, 47 Yorktown. And Vinny Diodoris. Is that how you pronounce your name? I'm not sure. And we have Caroga night. Welcome.
Viva Caroga. Viva Pizza.
Hail on Caroga.
No.
Hail on Caroga.
Hail Caroga.
Hail on Caroga.
You guys.
We got to give Bird a little jazz.
Absolutely.
I think he would be sad if we didn't. I think he expects it.
And I can fully blame Jeff Franklin for it. He started it.
Yep. Just ask Richie Poole. Everything's my fault.
This time it is.
So we need a hashtag blame Jeff Franklin.
Who would be sad if what?
You'd be sad if we didn't pick on you.
Maybe a little.
Well, at least we're not saying anything bad, like calling, at least I am not calling Charlie Clonopray or something stupid like that.
That's just stupid, not bad.
I'll be right back. I need to get some of that pizza.
Sweet, sweet pizza.
Now you got Ryan Johnson doing it. Way to go, guys. Not Ryan Johnson. How dare you? How dare you, man? How dare you? Bird, what are you doing highlighting it? I like that.
Yeah, the highlight. And shine light at truth.
What's New Essex, Caroga? What?
New Essex is greater than Caroga.
Viva Caroga, Viva Pizza. Absolutely Caroga night. Vinny, all hail Caroga. Absolutely, Vinny. And no, 47-yard town being in Canada is not a bad thing. Rose, it would be better to hunt for Bigfoot or the Jersey Devil. Well, I wouldn't want to see a Bigfoot killed, but the Jersey Devil, I mean, it has devil in its name, so you know it's evil.
Okay. Here's my question. If Caroga had a sports team, what would its mascot be?
Nuclear miners.
One out. One out. Over they go.
The Carogan Miners, I guess, would be the sports ball team.
Quiet, Brady.
I was surprised you were still on, Bird. You're usually off the air by now.
So am I, Jeff. So
and
am I.
with my new schedule, I don't work Tuesday evenings anymore.
Oh, well, I'm glad you could drop by.
I am too.
I don't
and
know
I've
how
got,
often I'll be on at this time, but
I understand that. But I do have news. I will be on Cinema Saturday on December the 26th.
Awesome.
Meet Brady.
Yeah. Hi, Brady.
The vicious dog. The vicious Pomeranian. He doesn't like to be on camera, though. He does not like to be on camera. Is that right, Brady? He went with me to my parents. He likes my parents. He can go in and out because he's got a doggy door. Here he has to bark at us. I'm like, okay, I need to go.
Put in a doggy door.
There's nowhere to put in a doggy door. There's a front door and a back door. The doggy door is me or Nina opening the door for him to go out to go to the bathroom.
Is the back door a sliding glass door?
No, it's a wooden door.
So cut a doggy door into it.
I'm not allowed to do that. This is an apartment.
So you don't get back some of your deposit. Big deal.
Oh, there's no deposit.
Wow.
We've been here. We've been here for 10 years. We've lived in this apartment for 10 years.
So you can cut the door then. They won't mind.
Yeah, I think they mind.
Either that or get a replacement door with a doggy door in it.
Yeah. That'll be a heavy penny, though.
But then scorpions and bobcats and whatever other animals are around can use it.
No.
Oh, Bird. When I was driving home, I remember you guys talking about the remaster Deep Space Nine and so on.
Yeah.
I was watching a video by, I want to say, Triangulum Studios. He's a Star Trek channel.
Yeah,
you might not be familiar.
That's a good video. And that's a good video he did.
Yeah,
Told me about it.
Yeah, he mentioned that apparently the remastering for Next Generation wasn't necessarily too expensive. It's just that not enough people bought the Blu-rays, and apparently that's the concern. Is the streaming isn't necessarily where they feel that the recouping of the investment would come from. It's where the people buying the Blu-rays, and they're worried that not enough people would actually buy them.
There, it's obviously not very smart.
Well, apparently the sales figures that they got back, weren't good enough, and I think they're not. My good feeling is that they're not thinking of hardcore fans who will buy them just to add to a collection. They're talking like casual fans who just want
Yeah,
a Blu-ray of their favorite season and
they
end it there.
expected to sell more of the TNG Blu-ray than they did. And let's face it, they'll sell less of the DS9 Blu-ray and less of the Voyager Blu-ray than they ever would of TNG.
But what I think would probably be telling is what were the sales figure for the TNG and Deep Space Nine DVDs versus the TNG Blu-rays, because like I said, casual fans, when they went on sale, bought the DVDs and saw the Blu-rays and were like, I'm not spending that much money. Looks just fine on DVD. They might say, like, sadly, you guys aren't everybody bought a DVD set. I'm one of them.
At this point, I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a lot of people just stop buying any physical media. So.
And that's probably a factor, since they probably also, I think you brought up, they'd have to renegotiate the deals with the streaming services. And
I mean, when they did the TNG Blu-ray, most people were still buying Blu-rays rather than streaming.
But
I think I was talking to Bill about this.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet in about 10, 15 years, sales of physical media will be desired by the public, by the consumer, just as vinyl is wanted by the consumer now for music.
And I should say that
I don't think that's true.
I'm not skeptical that they won't. I think it's just a case of they're looking at it from they're running a business, and sadly they do have to work with budgets. And if there's no money this year and no promise of recouping, they'll probably just simply say the honest truth that some of us don't want to hear, which is we agree with you. It'd be great. We actually want to do it. It's just you have that much money to give us, and note, you may not get your investment back. There are a lot of fans who probably would be like, well, screw that. Well, that's just my 2 cents on that one. I just wanted to get that in there.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate is that if the amount of money it would cost for them to do a DS9 HD is not money they'd ever get back, unfortunately. It's just at this point in time, there aren't enough DS9 fans left that would pay for it. I would be one, but I'm not going to pay $500 for a DS9 HD collection. Maybe I would pay $200 if it was done spectacularly, and I knew I wasn't going to see it on any streaming service for 10 years.
Because I remember when the Star Trek DVDs came out, they were pretty expensive.
Yeah, they were. I think single seasons of TNG on DVD were selling for like $90 or $80, something like that.
Yeah. And like I also mentioned, people get really even for the record, I'm not unhappy with my CBS All Access, so they have some content on there that's not Star Trek that I like. But when Netflix and such goes up in price, people usually look for who's throat to slit, and there are probably hundreds of thousands of millions of Star Trek fans who would freak out if their subscription went up by $1 simply because a whole bunch of shows were like, well, they can do it and renegotiate, so can we. Anybody want to see Babylon 5 remastered?
Oh, yes. Yes.
But suddenly finding out you're paying $10 for Amazon or Netflix, like not Amazon, but Netflix, That's usually where the angry phone calls start coming in.
Yeah, I'm with you, not Ryan Johnson. He has to watch it again by himself. He doesn't want to share.
And sadly, Professor, I think the best bet for a remastered Deep Space Nine is if they actually just remade it, which, if they did it right, would probably be pretty awesome.
Well, the guy that does Triangulum Studios, he tried some of the software that's
Yeah, I saw
available
that.
to upgrade the quality of the video on the DS9, and his conclusion was that it's not ready to do a proper job of remastering the show or upgrading the show's video quality. Some shots were improved, some shots didn't look as good. Now, he's not an expert on the software, but he tinkered with it quite a while and got the best that he could out of it.
And not to be another party pooper, but and you work in a library, so I imagine you've encountered this. People will still want to see the original version just for nostalgia's sake.
Oh, certainly. Certainly. And
Yeah,
you have that. You have that with TOS, you know, people, they buy the Blu-ray sets, has the enhanced effects on it, but they still want to see the original.
And I did, and I know one of the nice things about libraries, I haven't been to one nearly enough, but you can periodically, I imagine, find the original DVDs for TOS. And if you go on streaming services, which are more convenient, you're going to find remastered, which don't look bad at all. But if you're nostalgic, you're sort of shit out of luck.
Yeah, most libraries participate in interlibrary loan, and I'm sure there are copies out there at libraries across the country that have, you know, the original release.
But I imagine that's probably something that I imagine Viacom's just in terms of headache trying to avoid, since it is a licensable like IP and they are business. And I think in terms of remastering, they probably looked at it like, we're going to have to convince Netflix to probably consider at some point raising your prescription price. And do we really want to be the throat that people want to slit? Sorry if I'm rambling.
No, you're fine.
No,
Then again, Amazon would probably love it, since they can actually rent stuff, and having like original TNG and original Deep Space Nine for nostalgia people, and the remastered on Prime would probably work well in their business model. But last time I checked, CBS All Access even doesn't offer rentals.
I would choose Prime over CBS All Access. Just my personal.
Well, what I meant is that their business model is that you can, if you so desire, like they could offer like as a purchase or a rental, where Amazon would probably be like, well, we don't want to confuse our audience, and we don't really want to up the subscription fees simply because a bunch of franchises suddenly want to get all remastery. But to CBS's credit, I mean, you can still watch Star Trek on Amazon, and you can still watch it on Netflix, and I think Hulu too.
Right. Part of that was because of the previous contractual obligations. I am curious what will happen once those contracts are up. I don't think they will be renewed. It depends on how profitable it is for CBS.
Well, I think they're going to continue with it, and this for one reason. If you have a cell phone with a VPN and you have like an Amazon subscription, or not Amazon, but a Netflix, you can legally at least watch, and sorry if I'm bringing up the unmentionable one, Captain Trek, but Discovery and Picard on British Netflix.
Right.
Because there are just some places where they're just, even if, let's just say for the sake of argument, you get an CBS All Access subscription and you're like me, you're like, they have some older shows that I actually would like to watch more. Like I like Wings, and they have Wings, a couple of movies and some newer stuff. And you might be like, yeah, I don't care for, I know you don't care for the current track, but you might be like, they got some classic shows, they got some newer stuff I like. I like it. I'm not going to stop complaining about some of their new stuff, but I like the stuff they got. There are some places where they're going to be like, well, pound sand, we can't get you service in that country. So I think Netflix is going to try to renew their contract simply because it gets some subscriptions. And there are probably people in this country who don't like CBS All Access because of, maybe a singular reason like Discovery, but if push comes to shove, are like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And worst case for Netflix, they're like, you have that show, you have that show, you have that show. I love this. I don't like the new track, but I love it. I also like the older track. Amazon and Netflix and Hulu are not going to let that happen, in my opinion, if they can avoid it.
Quite honestly, I believe that it depends on how much money they're making. If they're making more having it on other services than they are having it on their own, they'll keep it on the others. If they're making more on their own, they'll pull it.
Basically, yeah, I understand that, but what I mean is that like Netflix in particular and Hulu are probably going to get the lawyers out and try to work out a deal if it looks like it's going to swing in that direction. Definitely milk but you can't have that service in part of the world for whatever reason. Because I know that CBS All Access isn't available to my knowledge in Britain, and I don't think it might not be available in Canada. I just know that like regions are kind of weird when it comes to streaming services.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, Captain Trek, have you actually checked out the backlog of older shows on CBS All Access? I was pleasantly surprised by some of the stuff they had on there. I was wondering what your experience was.
Actually, I've looked at some of it, and some I'm surprised. I've actually watched a few things that I hadn't seen in years.
CBS All Access is available in Canada.
But I know they have like a deal with, I think, like Space, I think Captain Foley calls it, where they have a Discovery on that.
Yeah, Discovery's not on. Excuse me, Discovery's not on CBS All Access in Canada. But other shows are.
What about you, Professor? What has your opinion been of All Access and their other programming? Because
I don't think they have enough original content to warrant, the casual streamer to.
Well, what about the backlog? Because that's what I was referring to. Like they had some shows that I remember as a kid watching that were on there.
Yeah, they have a pretty good catalog of shows, but they're all old, and a lot of them you can probably get on other streaming
services. Yeah, there are even some free services that have some of those shows. Granted, they have ads if you're not using an ad blocker.
Yeah. I'm also a cheapskate, so I have the cheapest version, so I get ads anyway.
One of the few channels I actually go to on YouTube that I don't use my ad blockers, Burner Pro 5s.
You should feel honored, Bird.
But in case any of you haven't tried it, one of the big life hacks is if you have a VPN, to switch your region to like the UK or Australia, and you can watch more movies on Netflix than you're supposed to be able to if you live in the US.
What was Revan telling us? That Ireland has banned VPNs? It might be
correct.
I don't know. Yeah.
There are, I don't know how that would work, because there are even some, I know for a fact there are some government agencies that here, like, I know the government corporation or quasi whatever. I work as a cashier at one of their buildings. One of the services they use is a VPN, so I'm wondering how that would work in Ireland for like government agencies that require that for like just security purposes.
Oh, you're getting garbly there, springtime.
Oh, I meant like there are some institutions that prefer like their employees and clients to use VPNs, not for like nefarious purposes, but just as a security measure. I'm wondering how that law would affect them, since I know it's more than just people.
According to Revan, you're out of luck. I mean, yep, they just ban it. And he has tried to use a VPN, and his internet just stops working.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to him on that. I imagine that there's somebody who thinks they have a reason, but and imagine somebody's going to get upset when they find out that some Irish government agency uses them for like security reasons, and starts wondering like, why can't my clients use it or my employees?
I think it's just insane that they're doing that. I mean, you'd expect that out of countries like China or North Korea, if you can get internet in North Korea. I don't even know. You know, places like that.
Yeah, it's probably an interesting backstory, since I imagine that China is probably the one who would want to get countries to crack down on VPNs for whatever reason, mostly for their own interest. Chinese.
Right.
Yeah, not to be a baseless conspiracy theorist, but I don't think the Chinese mourn this decision in any way, shape, or form, and probably applaud it for all the wrong reasons. I mean, even if Ireland has had some maybe bad experiences, one too many, and enough people with clout change some laws. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out for them, since it probably makes things awkward for them at times.
Oh,
you okay, Cap?
It's just getting close to that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going. Good talking to you, folks.
Yeah,
it's nice to actually hear your voice. I haven't heard it before, so.
Yeah, good talking with you, springtime.
Yeah, but my phone's about to die anyway.
Take care,
Birdie, be safe and take care of Mama Pray 5.
Thank you, I will. At least do
And remember, Mama Pray 5 first. We don't want to hear any of that America First bullshit.
Absolutely.
Can't argue with that.
No,
Yeah.
On that subject, we can all agree. Mama, pray first.
No, explaining that to randos who voted for Trump, that probably needs to be badly explained really quickly and promptly. So, disclaimer, don't say that to random people. Who the hell's Mama Pray 5? What's wrong with you? Get out of my face, you crazy person. Well, you guys have a good one.
Okay, you too. Springtime.
And Bird, it's 8:30. It's past 8:30.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm
get
going
to
to bed. I'm going to bed. So, anybody want to say anything before we go, Daniel?
I'm not sure what happened to Daniel.
Well, if he comes back, he can say something. Captain Track?
Yeah. Remember, everyone, go to birdofprey5.com for all your Bird of Prey 5 needs. And turn off your ad blocker when you're on Bird's streams, please. Basically, most other places you leave them on.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, thank you, Captain. Professor.
Check out History with R&R. The new radio drama dropped this morning, and it has, well, a lot of great people on that radio drama, dealing with Catherine the Great, and 3 of those people are on this panel. So do check it out. History with R&R.
Yeah, it's a great YouTube series. Okay, Daniel, you back yet?
I guess not. It was great talking to you, Daniel.
He was here earlier.
Yeah, he was. I know.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm sorry
guys.
I didn't get to talk to you, Daniel. I came in late.
Nice seeing you, Jeff. Bird.
Good seeing you, Cap.
Got the word.
Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Bird.
Qapla all.
Qapla.
Qapla.
Take care. Bird out.
Hail on Caroga.
Oh,